later, Russia chat. Oh. Oh, chatting ton. No. We have made our way back for another banger tournament, another Worlds tournament, combining the best players from around the entire globe into one Alcatraz lobby. This will be unequivocally, undoubtedly, the biggest Alcatraz tournament of all time, chat. Bar none. In fact, the last Alcatraz tournament we had was over 5 years ago. That's right. Half a decade since we've had some sort of Alcatraz major tournament with the entire COD Mobile scene watching and or playing within it. It was about damn time we did it again. You guys know the last few months we've been asking for Alcatraz to be back into private match, and they finally listened to us. It's back in here. And thank the COD gods that we were able to be blessed today to finally do an Alcatraz tournament. If you're new around here, I'm gonna run you through the rules really quick. On the main broadcast, if you're watching on TikTok, you can watch the main broadcast over on YouTube, or if you like just watching on TikTok, you're more than free to do so, okay? You're more than free to chill out and watch over on TikTok, because that is our biggest platform when it comes to these events. Either way, on the screen right now over on YouTube, you can see the rule set. We've actually kept the point system for placement the same, even though I'm curious how it's gonna play out, chat. I'm not sure how this is gonna happen. There is Alcatraz, there is slow zone. So the games will not end as fast as what you're used to, which will make it a little bit more tactical towards the end of the game instead of being a rush fest where you don't really know what's going on. We tested this in private match ourselves because we know that slow zone on isolated makes it so that the game actually ends before the circle closes in and finishes the match. But when we tested it in Alcatraz, it did not end before the zone closed. So we were like, okay, this is good to go. We're good to do slow zone on Alcatraz. Of course, teaming up is banned. Medic class is banned. SMRS is banned. I believe you can get medic in this. So hopefully nobody picks this up because we can't really ban it from being picked up off the ground. Obviously SMRS, I don't think anyone's going to use that. In future tournaments though, I think we'll do one squads isolated where we allow absolutely everything again, like Jackal, Tank, SMRS, Medic class, med stratting, all that stuff. But that's yet to be seen. Either way, teams, there's 10 different teams, there's 40 different players from all regions around the world. Point system for placement is, as usual, 15 points for first place. Second place gets 10 points. Third place gets 7. Fourth place gets 5 points. Fifth place gets 4 points. 6 and 7 get 3 points. 8 and 9th get 2 points. And 10th gets 1 point. So every team, no matter what, will get a point in every single game. Which is interesting, because we've never had that before. Usually, there's many more teams. There's a smaller amount of players in this. which also made it so that we couldn't invite everyone to this, which is why I want to thank all the people watch partying. You don't need to watch my stream for the whole time. You can go and watch anyone who's participating in the events, or if you have them as a friend, feel free to watch them on your friends list. Don't worry, you don't need to watch my stream all the time. I know I'm an ugly face to look at. I'm just kidding, chat, you know what I'm saying? Bro! Okay, I didn't mean to cringe you guys this hard early into the broadcast. Either way, I'm excited, bro, because we haven't had an ALCATRAZ tournament in 5 years, bro. I didn't realize the gravity of the situation until about an hour ago, where I was sat, low-key chat, I was sat in the other room, I was sat in my bed, and I was thinking, damn, we really about to have the first ALCATRAZ tournament in half a decade. It's been 5 years. The last time there was one of those, it was me, Narco, Sun, and was Splinter on my team when we won it? I can't remember. I think Splinter was on my team for that. That was our 4-man roster for that tournament, bro, half a decade ago. A lot of things have changed since then, specifically the movement. Movement is so advanced nowadays. It is insane. It is so much more advanced. Unfortunately, there's no snowboards in ALCATRAZ, so it is what it is. I'm gonna go ahead and call out the team names for you guys and everyone who is participating in this event so that you can follow closely. Also, you can see on our overlay, we've actually made it so that it blends in a little bit better for the scoring of the event this time around. It was something that me and Madnam were thinking up, and we were like, the scoring always feels kind of out of place, so we've made it a big thing to include the scoring in a nicer way. But on the horizontal stream, you can see it right there. On the TikTok stream, it's in the bottom, right on the bottom left. But for the horizontal YouTube stream, it's just below me on the overlay. Either way, let's call out the team names. Team number 1, we've got 4K Overload. You guys already know them. It's Synth, Holy Father, Tokyo, and Rami. Also, Holy Father's doing a Holy Dog thing today, where it's like kind of like a streamathon, a mafia-thon, but it's themed around him. And I believe all 4 of them are playing right beside each other for this tournament. So if you want to see that entire team play, you need to go to Holy Father's stream instead of Synth, Tokyo, and Rami's stream, because they're all in the same setup, which is something I've never seen before in the COD Mobile environment. I'm interested to see how it plays out. I won't get to watch it because I'm casting here, but team number 2 is 4K Looters. That's Akaza, Renzu, Negi, and Fright. Finally, we get Renzu back into the action. He was watch partying before, and he's finally coming back in, and he's going to destroy the opponents. I'm ready for it. I hope you guys are ready for it as well. Next up, we got 4 Kings main. This is the main roster of 4K. Nerosa, Tom Pips, 4KG, and Super Jeff. We've seen Super Jeff clutch up in many of these tournaments in the past, but will he be able to do it in this one? We'll have to find out. Team 4 is Leap Avengers. That's Wagner, Hasbulla, Leap Dawn, and Leap MJ, also from the Philippines. That ends that region. Next region we're going to talk about is going to be a little bit of Europe and the Middle East. Coming in first, we've got a team known as Team Aloshos. I already know that Ackman picked that name, bro. Like, Ackman definitely picked the team name when it comes to team number 5. They are featuring Ackman, Necro. Don't want to mispronounce that name or I'm going to get myself cancelled every single tournament, Nick. You have to have that kind of a name. Loading and Senior J. Based out of Germany, but I think is Senior J not Latin American? I feel like we've discussed this before and I'm almost certain of it. Either way, Team 6 is OP Eternity Zenith. A long name. It features Lotex, Abolbaz, Ican, and Slayer. This is a mixed match of the best players from Europe and the best players from the Middle East. I think these guys will perform extremely well today, and I have seen them scrimming and grinding ALCATRAZ all week. If I was to pick a team to do really well, at least top 3, it would probably be Team 6. Team 7, however, features Roselti, Exotico, Bardax, and Flex. These guys might have the most dominant Latin American team from their entire region, but it's up for debate with team number 8. Now, I was in Groen's stream earlier. This is team 8 we're talking about now, being the GOATs. And he was snoozing on the broadcast, waiting for the tournament to start, chat. I don't know about y'all, but I'm not convinced he's going to clutch up today because he was snoozing. He was literally passed out. All I seen was a little timer and said, Ferg Turnio, with the timer going down, and he was sat like this. So I'm not convinced from Groen. I'm not convinced if he's going to clutch up today. We'll have to wait and see. Team 9, on the other hand, is Team Batting. I'm not sure what the term batting means, or batting. If you speak Tagalog, maybe it's a Tagalog word. It doesn't mean anything in English. Batting, like, either way, that's Secret, Stiller, Slash, and Layla. We've seen Secret clutch up in one of these tournaments before, and they actually won one. So I'm expecting big things from them today. We have absolutely no idea what server it's going to pick or where it's going to go. I hope it switches like it did with the squads event that we've seen Secret actually winning. Finally, team number 10 is a mixed match of Latin America and Africa, with the 2 best African players on the roster. We're talking about Mona and El Chapo. I actually seen some El Chapo clips earlier on TikTok, and I didn't realize I wasn't following him, and I gave him the follow instantly. I was like, okay, I didn't realize I wasn't following you, Chapo. Seen some crazy play on Alcatraz. I was like, yep, all right, hit the follow button. That's all that needs to be done on that day. And of course, the last 2 players on that team, Magic and Chamo. These are the mixed region team. I don't know how good they're going to do because there's a slight language barrier. I believe Mona and El Chapo speak some English and then some Pidgin, and Magic and Chamo speak Spanish. Maybe some Portuguese? Yet to be seen, but if you want to see their POVs, you're more than welcome to go to their stream. Either way, this is going to play out a little bit different than what you're used to for Alcatraz, because each game is around 22 minutes long. Usually Alcatraz is maybe somewhere from 15 to 18 minutes, but this adds an extra 4 to 5 minutes of each game. So the end game is going to be way more intense than anything we've ever seen before, even from that tournament 5+ years ago, chat. 5+ years ago. So this one will be the most intense Alcatraz tournament of all time. The other Alcatraz tournament will have nothing on this. I'm ready to go. As soon as Madman and the team are ready to go, I'm ready to jump into this and get the party started, chat. Thank you everyone for the donations, but like I've said before, if you want to support these tournaments, make sure to go and give the gifts and the donations to the people participating in the event, because I'm sure these up-and-coming creators would appreciate you so much more, especially as they're trying to become full-time streamers. I've been full-time for like 7 years now. I know, I'm an unk in the space. I'm Kuya. I'm big bro at this point, but if you want to go and help out the smaller streamers that are really trying to make it into the scene, make sure, do it, go do it. They will love you for that. They will absolutely love you. All right, chat. I'm ready. I hope you guys are ready. Let's get ready for game number 1. You can see everyone in the lobby. Oh, it's crazy only seeing 40 people. I'm like, where is everyone else? And then I realize it's the 40 top dogs, bruh. It's the 40 biggest. Oh my God. As soon as we're ready to go, we'll get into it chatting ton. I hope everyone's having a fantastic Saturday. We are all joined here together October 25th, 2025. I would actually argue that this is the first real Alcatraz major, because the one I won was set in pubs. This is a proper private match Alcatraz experience. Worldwide, global. Never been done. I'm ready for it, broski. We can see all of the players in the server. Can somebody tell me how he's 29 times legendary? You guys may have seen me and Holy Father duo together yesterday. Maybe I'll have to join one of these tournaments. Can somebody else host a 10K so I can join? I'm trying to team up with the father, chat. You know what I'm saying, Breakout? Oh my, oh, it started already? There was no we on that. Oh my gosh, I'm excited, bro. I'm so excited, Breakout. I actually can't contain my cringe excitement for this, chat. I actually can't contain myself. Breakout. Holy. There it is, boys and girls. There it is. Who will land Cell House? Bro, there's so many different things, dude. We've never had a tournament on this map, bro. Holy, speaking of holy, he's landing over by dogs. Where is everyone else gonna go, though? Ooh, we see the goats landing on the other side of Cell House. We've got Secret's team on the middle of Cell House, and then we've got Low-Tech Slayer and the Middle Eastern Brothers, a Bull Boss and Ican on the front side of Cell House. Right's already getting knocked over here. What's Slayer gonna do to Slashy, though? He spotted him across the side. Another player's gonna come in. Oh, dearie me. Slashy somehow gets away. Unfortunately, he is knocked. Hopping on board with Holy Father. He's gonna get knocked instantly. It's absolute chaos. Oh my God. god! Wagner's clutching up on the main stage against the 4K Overload roster. See ya later, alligator. As there's only one player left alive in this, and it's Remy, the youngster, the new pickup for 4K Overload. It's the last line of defense before they get eliminated out of the game, and he stays alive for just about enough time. But they have been eliminated for now as they fly their way back into the map. Let's hop on down board to Negi, Renzu, Fright, and Akaza. Ooh, I actually like this drop spot. It's a very good drop spot. Not too many people over and around them. They'll be able to loot up, get good stuff going into the middle game, and towards the late game, we'll hop on down to the other team. He's spotted a guy right beside him. This should be easy, calm. See you later, Growin. He's back going to sleep after that one. Going to stream earlier, bro was napping waiting for this tournament to start. Saying that, he has already been live for over 12 hours. So I'll give him the benefit of the doubt, chat. He's been trying to entertain his chat for so long already. Down to team 4 now. We've seen Wagner clutch up against the 4K Overload roster. They do have 4 eliminations on the board, but you know what I'm curious about? Where is Ackman in all of this? Interesting. He's down at New Industries. The whole team hasn't got a singular kill yet, as it looks like Holy Father has been eliminated again, along with Synth. They're really struggling at the start of this game here. Remy's still alive, though. Tokyo also up, but they're getting pushed from the side. Fright goes in, and it looks like the duo holds strong, as Fright does get knocked and eliminated, but Renzu, oh dear, he's going to be able to take down Remy here, and it looks like Tokyo's going to get eliminated as well, and they're already out! That is the first team to drop. The 4K Overload team is gone. Holy Dog himself has been eliminated. And now we'll hop on to the team that just eliminated them. 7 kills on the board. Already, we've just started this game. The first Alcatraz match of 7 has just begun, and they already have 7 points on the board. Negro gonna be able to take down one of the Secret's teammates. It looks like there's a big fight happening up there. We'll have to go and see what ICANN has to say about it. As shots are going down, Slashy might be one of the last players alive on this team. It's looking likely. More shots going down, and I feel like... No, I thought multiple teams have been eliminated there for a second, but we're good to go. Low-Tech's able to get a snipe onto an opposing player. We'll hop on board to him. Still on top of the cell house. His team is actually very split right now, and they've just killed Ackman. Absolutely no way. Ackman only has one teammate left alive. He's hiding in a bush. He looks like Vector right now from above, but instead of being up on top of the tree, he's inside. One on the ground. Last player alive, just trying to stay out of the action, but we'll hop on over to the action now as Ken is still popping off here. 5 eliminations. This is where practice comes into play, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said before this tournament started, this was the... Oh my god! Oh my god, he dominated him! This was the team that I was watching before the tournament began, and they have been scrimming night and day against other players, but it looks like another 4K team were able to take them down. They have 5 eliminations. The third party came through strong there, and now they can rotate into the map. Into the center of the map, I should say. As you can see, no zone comes through, but it looks like G gets one, and Jeff gets the other. See ya later, alligator. I believe these guys are part of the other Latam team. Ooh, 7 eliminations as we go on to look at Ackman. We want big things out of Ackman. We've seen big things out of him before, but unfortunately his teammates are getting wiped by the other European and Middle Eastern team as loading falls as well. Ackman, you need to do something here. It's Slayer. It's the old frenemies. They were once allies, and now they are against each other. Slayer goes up the ladder. Instant kill from Ackman. Ken goes up again, but he's not able to do anything to him. Ackman kill Low-Tech's. Oh my god. He actually got a shot from him as well. What a shot from Low-Tech's. I think that could have been a snipe right there. I'm not too sure on that one. No, with the K. What? It was the KN-44. There's no way. 5 eliminations from these guys as we go through the map. Absolute chaos to start off every Alcatraz game. You know what it's like. It's always going to be chaotic. VJ, thanks very much for that. I don't know what that is, but I appreciate it as loading drops as well. 5 eliminations from team number 5. That should be a 6th right there. There it is. As we hop on board with Negi, they have 8. This 4K team has 9. Ooh, Wagner's team has 6, I believe. Yeah, these guys are by far in the lead here with 15 eliminations. Remember, the rules say you get 15 points for a win, so these guys have already technically won a game with 0 kills right now, just based off their kills alone. And opting to get away from that fight along with Low-Tech's. He knows it's a bad fight, don't want to take it, the whole team's there. does have a little bit of a chance to heal up here. He only has the normal plates though. No advanced shield or kinetic as Slayer takes down one. They're gonna push into him right here. KN44 is not gonna do enough. We'll go over to Low Techs. Spots another player. Can he do anything to Jeff? He does have the shotgun in hand and he's able to do it. Jeff goes down. Low Techs doesn't even have any shields on. He didn't even heal up. That was insanely aggressive. A ball was landing back in again. They now have 18 eliminations. This first game looks like it's going to go in the way of them for sure. We'll go down to Groen. He's still in the action, but they only have 1 elimination, so they might be a little bit ahead at the end when it comes to their points as opposed to Holy Father's team, but as opposed to everyone else, they're lacking behind a lot. We haven't watched TSG though. Secret Slashy Stiller and Layla are all still alive. 4 eliminations. Low Tech still getting frags onto Narosa. Now looking down to the African roster combined with Latin America. They are a mixed region. And they're all camping on top of this house. Can't see anything unfortunately because of that. But they're all over here by Powerhouse and the Officers Club. Players are moving in on TSG. Can they land any of the shots on him? It looks like Stiller's actually popping off here. Gets one, gets... Oh my god, the elim comes through. Stiller, make something work here. Can you do anything more? This could be a big play from a big time player, Stiller. Still able to make something happen. It looks like the other player that was opposing him actually got eliminated from somebody else. And that means his entire team can come back into the action, puts down a trophy system to stop any needs from coming through, and they're good to go again. We've seen great things from Magic in many different tournaments. These guys actually have 12 eliminations. They have 12 eliminations so far, and the game has still only begun. 2 teams have been eliminated so far. That's not a lot, considering that the first zone has just collapsed in on itself. It's very important to keep one of your teammates alive at all times so that you can get those respawns. You get 5 respawns per person, which is kind of like unlimited if you never die. He spotted another player from across the map. These guys are second in terms of total frags currently. Magic's opting to take the high ground here. He's still in the zone, so he can watch his team from above, or he can choose to fall down. He spotted Narosa from the side, not able to land the snipe. Oh! The other player does land the snipe. I don't want to say this guy's name, bro. If I say this guy's name, I'm gonna get absolutely cooked for it, bro. There ain't no freaking way. But I believe he... Oh my god. It's Chapo. I'm calling him Chapo. I'm not calling him by his in-game name, chat. TSG is still alive with 7, however. We'll go on to the other teams as well. 2 of the 3 4K teams have been eliminated as Low Techs is picking up more eliminations. 22 so far in game number 1. There's no way we've ever seen this amount of action this early on in a game of a tournament. One of his players also lands beside him. It's gonna be a ball balls. It looks like Groen is right below them with the entire roster. Look at these guys all camping inside. That's a nice spot for Soy Topo as Slayer has been eliminated from Batata down below. These guys only have 3 eliminations, so they're not really up to much so far. The only way that Low Techs' team does not win this round is if they die early. 22 points from just this alone in kills is absolutely crazy. 3 of the 4 teammates are now up there on top of the roof or in the clock tower, so they definitely have the best position in zone. Not only are they central, they also have the height, cat. They are central with height, which is absolutely phenomenal. We'll go on to see where everyone else is. What the heck? Soy Topo landed a nade? Like that? Look how far below them he is. That was an unbelievable nade. Good job from Soy Topo right there, trying to eliminate the players up above. That would be the kill leaders that are right above him. But now they're going to rotate into another Latin American and African roster. They have the language barrier, but hopefully they can provide some chemistry towards each other, as it looks like they may be able to third-party Akman's team running from right in front of Soy Topo, all trying to get a loadout drop. Soy Topo first to fall here, and now Ross seems to think he cannot take that fight any longer. He's going to rotate back, and I think they're inside of 2 or 3 different teams. This is going to be absolutely terrible as Low Techs has spotted one. They do have Refitter to use. Soy Topo has been fully eliminated, however, from TSG. That wasn't even the team that knocked him in the first half. Along with that, Akman has been knocked, and it actually looks like, no, they still have one of their players alive, but we can't see where they are. We'll go over to see where the Latin American full roster is, though. Shots go down. Resulty not able to land a shot, unfortunately. Gonna get out of this situation, it seems. Yes, he is. He doesn't want to take that fight whatsoever. Akman does come into the action. I was almost curious if they all died there, but one of them stayed alive. We're not sure who it was. but they have 13 eliminations for this game. I know the comms on this tournament are going absolutely bonkers right now because there's just so much going on. As you can see, they do have control of the cell house. But is Lowtex's team still on the clock tower? They are not, so clock tower is up for grabs. If anyone wants this right now, they could take it. Nobody is inside of this house or the clock tower, regardless of the warden's house being in central zone. If any team takes that, they will be in a very good position to win the first game. Lowtex's team still have 22 eliminations. They weren't able to get some in quite some time, and it looks like it's because they're all split up. All 4 of their players have split up completely, and now it's down to Lowtex to make something happen. If he gets targeted right here, they will be eliminated from the first game without getting many placement points at all. Groen's team now up to 5 eliminations as well. As we hop on over to TSG, what are they up to? They have 14. Okay, they're catching up to Zenith, aka OP Zenith. We've spotted them before. They're over to the right-hand side, and it looks like the mixed region team is on the left-hand side of TSG here. Secret able to take down Mona. That's a big elimination right there. It's going to close the gap between them and Lowtex's roster. 15 eliminations. Another team wipe has not came in a long time. It's been a very long time since anyone has been wiped from this competition. As we can see, G is coming down. He spotted the mixed region roster right below him. He's gonna have a swordfish to land with. I don't know if he'll be able to land any shots on this or help his team to win it. He lands a couple of hits. Camo should get knocked here. He does, but Mona's landed as well, and it looks like Jeff is coming in from behind. Lovely jubbly, but he's not able to clear them out. Neros is the last player alive in his team. What's he gonna be able to do in this situation? They do have 16 eliminations too. Jeff stays alive for a little bit longer, but he is finally knocked out of the competition. Not too sure if they can even respawn at this point. They might be fully eliminated. As we go down over to Wagner's roster, they have 11 total eliminations. And as we hop on board with Ackman, still on 13, it seems like Lowtex and Slayer are dead for good, ladies and gentlemen. They are no longer coming back into the action. Right now, the server is on Asia/Philippines, so any team that you're seeing from that region actually have a slight advantage, and I think they may be able to take map number 1. We'll have to wait and see, however. We were really thinking that Lowtex's roster... He does have one more respawn! Does Slayer have a respawn? I was thinking these guys were gonna win, but when I seen that, I thought they were gonna lose, and I think they still have a chance. Oh my gosh, landed right on Ackman. Oh my god, we were talking about them being friends before and now they're enemies. They are definitely frenemies now, as Lowtex just landed on Ackman and slayed him out. Oh my god, he gets 2 of them. There's absolutely no way in hell Lowtex 1v4s this team because Necro's over to the side. Ackman lands back in and he's debating what he wants to do next. Oh dear, Lowtex are gonna get pushed from the side as well. He needs to hop down. At least he gets 1 point off of that team. I don't know how Ackman came back into the action right now, but they might come after him. We'll have to wait and see if they do. Slayer still doesn't come back, which leads me to believe that he is fully eliminated, and now this roster only has 3 of their players alive, as it looks like Groen gets his full roster back up. How did you guys... Every single player from this team is in the sky, chat. Every single player from this team is in the sky. As we hop on board the mixed region roster, we can see that Chapo is down below the other teams. He's working his way up. I'm surprised by this. Uses Igniter. He's going for the full aggressive gameplay here. Lowtech spots him from above. I'm not sure if this was a play, but it seemed to work out really well for him. And since they have 16 eliminations, they're looking pretty good. But speaking of a team that has an insane amount, it's Secret's roster. Team number 9, known as Team Batting. We know them as TSG. Takes down Batata. Oh, dearie me. Almost turns on him right there, but Layla needs to get out of that situation as fast as possible. Slasher. Able to get the res. Lovely. They're all back in it. Secret gets res, and now they're good to go. 23 eliminations on the board. They have caught up with OP. Lowtex trying to look for another elimination. He's already took down Exo. Ooh, slides out, but the shotgun comes through from Bardax, and Lowtex is eliminated. That might be his last life, as Ken is looking to get out of this situation. He barely has any plates left. Bardax gets full eliminated as well. 27 frags for this team. They're still top fragging team inside of game number 1. Resulty last alive for his team, but I think they can still respawn as EXO comes back into the action. Bardax comes back as well, and now this zone is getting really small. Only 22 people still alive here, ladies and gentlemen. This has been an absolutely chaotic first game as Lotex got landed on and dies in Clock Tower. I think that's gotta be him dead forever now. 28 eliminations. It's all down to the Middle Eastern Brotherhood. The duo, arguably the best. Oh no, Leap takes him from the Philippines from the side. Oh, dearie me. Lotex, I don't know how many lives he has left, but I have seen him die at least 4 times now. 9 eliminations on the board, but who's carrying the most out of any player in the game? It looks like Layla with 11 total eliminations as Ken does finally get full killed. All 4 of these guys are alive. I think Philippines has a really strong contention to win this game. 4 up, along with the African and Latin American roster, also with 4 up. They do have Warden's House. I did call that out earlier. Nobody was in Warden's House. If you wanted to win this game, you needed to take it. And Magic has just been shotgunned from the side. I didn't even see that player as the other Latam team rushes in there. But the shots go down and they've lost 2 of their players instantly. Oh my god! They get smoked, but a third party comes in from the side and it looks like Chamo falls and is full eliminated. Chamo, on the other hand, is still alive and kicking as they're gonna get rushed by Ackman. Ackman's been playing it a little bit more slow here as what we're used to seeing from him, but I will say this push could come in hard as Mona gets knocked and fully eliminated. The last player alive in this team gets taken down as well, and the African roster combined with Latam falls early in this end game. Only 4 teams left now. TSG still have all 4 of their players left. Another Filipino roster known as Leap Avengers still has their full roster left. Ackman is up. Lotex is the last alive on his team. And that is all for the first game, chat. This is what it comes down to. 3 teams of 4 and a solo. Lotex needs to stay alive for as long as humanly possible here, chat, to secure his team as many placement points as he can. They already have the kills, but they do not have the placement points just yet. 4th place is good, but it's nowhere as good as a 1st place finish. Ladies and gentlemen, remember, the server is based in Asia. You seen me play with Holy Father yesterday on Asia server, and he was getting about 50 MS while I was on about 80. So anyone from the Middle East or European region is probably 80 to 90 here. So if he can even last one more spot, it would be amazing from Lotex, but he's going to get pushed out of the Clock Tower, aka the Warden's House, in just a moment here. I don't know where he can go, especially because he doesn't even have anything to use to his advantage when it comes to an ability. Teams right below him, it's going to be Ackman's team above, or I should say below, as Lotex is looking to do something right here. He's going to rotate over to the left. Ackman's team knows that he's there, but it looks like Hasbulla is right behind him. Lotex doesn't have a smoke. I think he's going to be first to get knocked here. I wouldn't be surprised. He's getting targeted by absolutely everyone. Everyone in the game knows where he is right now. He had to make the rotation, and he's the first to drop. Good attempt, but there was really nothing he could have done there at all. Too many people all around him. Now, it's a 4v4v4. The zone is absolutely tiny. 3 teams stand and wait. It's the Philippines versus Europe at the end of game number 1. We thought the OP Zenith from Middle Eastern Europe would have won this game early on with the amount of kills that they had. They were dominating absolutely everyone, but they fell early with 28, and now other teams can come through and take that first round win off them. Specifically, Badding right here, who we know as being called TSG. They have 23 eliminations. This is about to be the final zone going in. It looks like the 2 Filipino teams are fighting each other. And I believe Ackman is going to call out, don't shoot. Don't get into any action. Only third party here. That's all they need to do in this situation is third party both of these teams. They do not need to be the aggressor. They need to hold that defensive top angle on the height currently with this cliff face and make TSG and Leap fight each other for 2nd place while they crown themselves victorious in first with 17 total eliminations right now. Oh, he has the Tempest! Agman has the Tempest. I didn't even see it. He used the final shot. Did damage to 2 opponents right there. They're going to get pushed out of this situation. It's going to be an absolute bloodbath to go into the final circle here as Leaper pushing into TSG. Shots are going down from everywhere, but this looks like an Agman team win if I ever seen one. The Alo shows are coming in strong. Look at the high ground position they have. They have absolute max height right here as Leap can do absolutely nothing against them. And that is going to be all she wrote. Agman's team clutch up with 23 kills and a victory in game number 1, ladies and gentlemen. Fantastic. Even with the high ping, they still came out and absolutely dominated that end game. That's something we're used to seeing from Agman. Picking power positions, not worried about kills, worried about placement, and that's why he's won many tournaments in the past. However, we have seen him win one game at the start of a tournament before in the duos event and then fall off a cliff. He just fell off a cliff in that match. Let's hope he doesn't do it for the rest of this event like what happened in that duos just weeks ago. What a phenomenal performance from them. Huge amount of kills, 23 total, with a first place finish is going to get them an insane amount of points. 38 points in one game, chat. One singular game. What an absolutely magnificent performance from them after game number 1. Going down below them, however, we can see Team Batting, also known as TSG. They have 24 eliminations with 10 points for placement. They're on 34 points. So both of those teams are very close alongside each other, and it could go either way as we get into games 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7. I'm not doing it, chat. I'm not doing it. I was thinking about it, but then I realized I'm Kuya. I'm now Unk. I cannot do this anymore. 22 eliminations coming in from Leap as well. Really good performances here from both Leap and TSG. And not too shabby either from Low Tech Slayer, Ken, and a Bull Boss. They were able to get that 28 elimination 4th place finish. As we go down the ladder, you can see Team 10 finished in 5th place. That is the mixed region team. So they performed pretty damn well. Going into the first game, I mean, they got decent amount of kills with 20 and they finished 5th. So not too bad at all. However, as we go further down, you can see that Latin American team in there. I thought they were going to do a little bit better that game, but still good. Team Aura still performed well. They got 18 eliminations with a 6th place finish. As we go down to the GOATs, we've got Growin, Ross Kid, Soy Topo, and Patata. Another team I thought would do a little bit better, but I must say, you never know what's going to happen in these events. The first game is just the momentum starter. Anyone could stop the momentum of one of these top teams if they kill them early game. Just like what happened with Holy Father's team in this particular game. They died really early on. They were only able to capture 3 kill points and 1 placement points, meaning they're on 4 points total, which is going to leave them lagging behind. But anyone could die early inside of these, and they could move themselves up from 10th place, maybe into 6th place, 7th place. Who knows? As we go into the place of 8, you can see another 4K roster dying early, but they did get kills. They did get 16 eliminations, which is not too bad, a little bit more than Growin's team. And then Team 2, another 4K roster bowing out early. It seems like every single 4K team died early. In fact, they all died at the start, even though they had the ping advantage for that game. Luckily for us, a couple of Filipino teams dealt with that advantage graciously, and they dominated, finishing 2nd and 3rd with a lot of kills, chat. A lot of kills. If you just joined the stream or you're watching on the main broadcast, I'm going to go ahead and go through the rules again with you just really quick. You're not allowed to team up. You're not allowed to use Medic Class or SMRS. There's 10 squads total, featuring the biggest and best names inside of the region. There's a bunch of watch parties from around the world, watching all of these different players through their friends list, or just watching my stream as well as we are watching the games. Not only that, the point system is as follows. 15 points for first place. Second place is 10 points. Third place is 7 points. Fourth place is 5 points. Fifth place is 4 points. Sixth and seventh gets 3 points. 8th and 9th gets 2 points. And 10th gets 1 point. Prize pool is split. 5,000 for first place, 2,000 for second. Third place gets 1,500. Fourth place gets 1,000. And fifth place gets 500. As we get into game number 2, Chattington. Straight into game number 2 here for our Alcatraz Worlds. We've seen a great performance from Low Tech's roster just moments ago, but they did die early. They're known as OP. OP. OP, Eternity Zenith, but we'll call them OP for short. We'll call them OP for short, my little pookies. Don't know where the game audio there went, but it looks like they're landing Cell House on the front side again. This is my favorite place to land. Also, let's check them from above. Did anyone come to them? No, they have the entirety of Cell. What is Holy Father doing? What is Holy Father doing in Antarctica right now? Oh my gosh, he finally goes down. He's got his entire roster beside him, but it looks like players are already fighting as Groen has been eliminated straight off the bat here. Soy Topo still alive. It's a 4K versus Latam fight. Nagy has been spotted here from Soy Topo. Soy Topo does have an HVK to use, but I don't think he feels too confident with it as Renzu also comes out. Lands some shots here, not able to do anything. Unfortunately, gonna get knocked and fully eliminated instantly there as Low-Tex and Slayer have found another player. It's gonna be Ackman's roster. Necro goes down. He's the only player on the team eliminated though, so Ackman's team will stay alive as it looks like they're getting in a little bit of a third party against Tom. Oh my god. Tom coming in with the pump. Straight to the face of Ackman. These guys have been performing well today. We'll hop on board and see what Fright, Renzu, and ALCATRAZ are doing. They're still over by. Whoa, they're getting slayed out. Where they landed on Office. Oh, actually, Powerhouse. Oh my god, is he gonna 1v4? Arguably the most dominant fragging roster in the competition right now? Ain't no way. GG from 4K. Making a statement. 5 eliminations straight off the bat here, and it looks like Slayer's just trying to stay alive for a little while longer. Ken comes back. Low-Tex and Slayer still alive, but that entire 4K roster is up. Slayer does have a buy 15. He could make some serious work happen here if he gets a couple of one pumps. And it looks like Low-Tex has spotted one of them. Shots go down, able to get the crack, but he's also cracked, moves out of the situation. Only 37 health left alive. They're not pushing into them because they know that the entire roster is back. Slayer gonna take one down from the side, but not able to do so. Shots were not connecting there as G finally falls. The carry of the team has been knocked. Slayer wants to come up and make something happen here against Jeff. Able to do so. Lands a pump straight to his chest. 2 of the players have been eliminated, and now it's all down to Tom to make something work. He's rotated completely out of this situation. But what is going on with Holy Father and the boys of 4K Overload? They haven't spotted anyone in this competition. A buy 15 is in Holy Father's hands. Also, Tokyo and Synth has an Odin with Remy rocking a buy 15 as well. These guys are looted and booted, ready to do some dominant rushing. Hopefully, they do just that as we hop on board with the other 4K roster. Not too sure if they'll go into a fight anytime soon. It looks like the fighting has actually tailed off. As you can see, most teams are now in their own spot looting up. All 4 of them together. We can see Ackman's team are on top of Cell House. Everyone's going for a good position inside of the zone. Holy Father has spotted Ken and the boys, and he's in a difficult situation. I don't think he'll get out of this one, unfortunately, as Ken is able to take him down. And now the rest of the 4K Overload team are wondering what the heck are they going to do in this situation. Remy is in a prime spot here. Will he be able to do anything? Lands some shots with the AK-117, but he should have used the buy 15. Oh my gosh, the buy 15 was there, ready to one pump 2 of those players. A misplay from Remy. 4K Overload with a couple of mistakes have cost them their dominant situation on the map. Ooh, good save from Tokyo. Shots go down, but that's gonna be it. Oh, dearie me. A misplay from Holy Father being stuck out in the open, and a terrible judgment from Remy not using the buy 15 and instead opting for the AK-117 derailed the performance from 4K Overload. And that was disappointing to say the least, ladies and gentlemen. Disappointing to say the least. I hope they are at least able to come back from that. They had such good weapons, such good loot, but they were pushed out by the most dominant fragging roster from the tournament so far. They have 10 eliminations in game number 2 to start it off strong. We're gonna head on over to loading though, as him and Ackman's roster are popping off over by the Cell House. We've seen a couple of kills come in quick succession, but I feel like they've just taken them all down and now there's nobody else there. As Tom's in a little bit of a scuffle. Getting shot from the side, it's gonna be 4K versus 4K on the back side of the map. But I'm wondering what's going on with the African and Latam region, as they've been fighting over by here for ages. Oh my gosh, shots are going down! My man Chapo, land the shot, land it! Oh, he can't be able to get it, let's go! He's actually able to do it! What a play with 3 eliminations. Unfortunately, Chapo's gonna fall, but such a dominant performance there from the main man from Africa. As all 4 of their players are coming into the action, they do have 10 eliminations, but Chamo's gonna get knocked and full eliminated. That is gonna be the Aloshos targeting him there, also known as Ackman's team. It's only Necro down at the bottom of this area by Docs. Last alive on his team over here. I'm not really too sure what he was thinking when he came down here, but it worked out for him. As Low-Tech is gonna get knocked from the side. Luckily, his teammates do clutch up 14 eliminations from them. Smoke goes down. They've spotted goats from the side over on top of Docks. There's a lot of teams over by here. Let's check where the zone is. It's actually nowhere near Docks. It looks as if Holy Father's team and all of 4K have best positions in zone as we go into the next stage of the circle and the game. Player getting targeted by the EMP drone, able to take it down. Now they're going to target Goat. I wonder, do they know who that is down there? If they know that it's Goat or not, but the Hulker's going to come down from the side. It's going to be Slashy targeting him from above on the house. We'll hop on over to Slashy as he's in the midst of 2 different teams here. A third party could come in from TSG, also known as Batting. Targets have been spotted. Slashy, you need to rotate over to a different house as Patata's going to get eliminated here. And I feel like the push is coming in from Slayer's team, a.k.a. OP Eternity Zenith. Oh my god, Ross Kid, that was a terrible way to go out. As Low-Tech picks up another 3 eliminations, 17 total for the team. What is this sound? Huh? What the heck is this sound I'm hearing right now? Is it some sort of weird EMP drone or something? I think it's a class ability. Either way, as we hop on board, we can now see Holy Father's team are chilling inside of the next zone as this one is collapsing in on itself. I don't know what that noise is. Hold up. Surely I can take down all of this. Is it an SFX? It must be an SFX. It sounds like somebody's used a jetpack or something and they've been jetpacking for absolutely ages. Either way, only one team has been eliminated thus far inside of this game, and it is team number 4, also known as Leap Avengers. They did absolutely amazing earlier in game number 1. But we're seeing them hop into game number 2 and get eliminated first out of any team. Taking my headset off right there because all I can hear is the jetpack noise. I know it's a little bit quieter for you guys, but it was so loud in my ears. And I'd be like, oh my gosh, shots are going down here. Akaza able to land over onto the broski on top of Cell House. That would be part of Team Ackman. Oh, dearie me. I believe that was Senior J that got knocked and eliminated here. But speaking of other teams that we haven't really seen from so far, other than one moment from Chapo, it looks like Africa and partially Latin American have been taken out of game number 2 with a lot of kills, so they'll still be good on the leaderboard. Speaking of leaderboards, I'm going to go ahead and get it adjusted onto the screen right now as we watch TSG rotate into the zone, Chattington. Let me get these up on your screen. There it is on YouTube long form. We'll pop it over on to TikTok just now, chat. David, thanks for becoming a member. Love that. Boom, it's now on to your TikTok screen. You can see where everyone is currently situated at the start of this game. Is there a way for me to stop this? Oh my gosh, Brisket. It's still so loud as Can's gonna go down here, fully eliminated on the side of Low Tech's OP Eternity Zan's team. So Top also gonna get eliminated here as well. But it looks like Slayer is cooking. 26 eliminations, able to take down Loading in the bottom of Cell House, along with Senior J getting taken down. 27 total eliminations. An absolutely dominant performance here from OP Eternity Zenith, as they're gonna work their way up on top of the Cell House. Only a Necro is left alive up there. So he's gonna jump down as well. Ackman staying alive. I remember a clip from over there where he called somebody Superman only a year ago. They're gonna rotate over down into 4K Holy Father's team I'm not sure if this is going to be a good play here, but Slayer's going to land in on them. Oh my god, Ackman landed a couple of shots, but they only hit for 24 damage apiece. And it looks like Neck is also going to get eliminated there, leaving only Senior J and Loading alive, as they're going to get targeted from another Latin American roster. Oh, Igniter up above him. Not able to do anything. He's just trying to stay alive. Loading, playing his life. He's got both of his teammates backed up, and it looks like Senior J goes for the loadout. Spots a Kaza from the side here, but he's losing health due to the lung capacity. Akaza spotted him, and there he goes, finally getting eliminated. See you later, Alligator. Akaza wants to get his loadout dropped now, and I'm sure don't think he's going to be able to do so. Shots going down here. Loden moves out of this action, but I think he's going to get targeted from the side. He goes down as well, with the goats doing absolutely crazy work over onto the side of Ackman. While all that catastrophe was happening, it looks like Holy Father's team has been eliminated from this Alcatraz lobby, unfortunately, very early on. I believe they were the 8th place team. Not sure how many kills they got, but a couple of missteps cost them good loot and placement earlier. As Goat are still alive with 8 eliminations so far. And I still hear that jetpack popping off, so I'm not taking my headset back on just yet. It probably will be here for the entirety of this game. Shots go down. G is going to get eliminated along with Jeff, and I think that team... Ooh, they still have Narosa. He gets back just in time. As Ackman also falls back into the game. Cell house spawn point for him. Lowtech's getting a lot of eliminations. Lowtech's and Slayer, 11 and 12 apiece. 38 eliminations! What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Oh my god, this is an insanely dominant performance here. As a 38 elimination, now 39. Oh my gosh, it might be a 40. I believe there was a knock up there. There it comes. 40 eliminations in a tournament that is all about fragging. This is an insane performance. Another knock comes through from Lowtex. Remember, these guys don't even have server advantage right now. They are popping off in Alcatraz with bad MS. 13 eliminations from Lowtex. Gets EMP drone. He's going to move away from it. I believe they do have the zone if they're able to rotate over to the house beside them, which has nobody left in it because that was Holy Father's house, and he did get eliminated with his team. Ooh, a very good position held here from the 4K roster. This would be a 4K main. The main roster, the best roster that they have from the Philippines. As they're hopping on over to another 4K. Ooh, Randu goes down right here. See you later, Alligator, but they've lost Narosa. He might be able to come back into the action, and yes, he is. Instant spawn from him, but he may get hot dropped on by another team if they all decide to hop on the roof of this area. Akaza still alive over by the loadout drop. We've seen him get a couple of eliminations earlier, one of them being on Senior J, as he now watches TSG go into the action, but Fright has been eliminated with a little bit of a trade here. I believe the best spot in this zone is probably going to be on 4K Main's team here. They're going to go down. I don't know if they should have jumped off of that. That seemed like a bit of an aggressive play, but I think they still have one player up there, so they should be good for now. It's going to be Jeff sitting on top of this house. They do have a phenomenal position in zone, as Lowtex is going to go ahead and get eliminated here. He has 13 eliminations himself, as Ken picks up another 47. Where are they getting these eliminations from? 47, 48. They are doing an absolute bloodbath on the main stage. 49. Are you being serious? A 49 elimination game right now. There's only 6 teams left alive, and they already have 49 points based off their kills alone. They were already so high in the competition just based off game number 1. This is going to push them right into that top spot, I believe. 49 eliminations. This is going to shock every single other player in this competition, as Lowtex picks up the 50th elimination. Every single player from this roster has double-digit kills in this game, as Lowtex gets the 51st kill sitting on top of this massive pylon in the sky. Oh, he might get knocked here, however. Yes, he does. Ranzo able to get the knock on the Lowtex. The only way anyone else could take them down is if they kill them early. Another player from a different team has decided to take the pylon spawn here. I believe it was 4K Mian has somebody up there. Yes, it is. It's Narosa right on top of that pylon. Every other team needs to pray that this team gets eliminated early here, being OP Eternity Zenith, aka Lowtex, the EU Middle Eastern God Squad. Ackman, oh my god. You think you're Waterman, eh? You think you're Waterman? You think you're Aquaman, eh? Unfortunately, he gets eliminated. Loading is the last player on his roster. They only have 10 eliminations. When you compare that to a 53 game performance, this is unlike anything I've ever seen in any tournament in history. Oh my god! A Balls has decided to make himself known. He gets a pump. There it goes. Lands another. Oh my god. Domination is coming through. What was that, ladies and gentlemen? 57 eliminations from OP here. They just walked in there as a two-man and cleared up the entire roster from GOAT. The Latin American goated team have been eliminated. Only 5 teams remain, as they were aggressively pushed out of this area of the map. But now the zone's going to come in even more, and we're about to get down into the final safe zone of this game, as multiple different teams are fighting at the same time. Tom is trying to get out of the situation, but it looks like the main man, a Balls, is trying to make light work of him. Stays alive for a little bit longer, but he does have heals to heal himself up a little bit. Not to max health, though. Only a 50 plate comes through. Just a normal shield from Tom. Knows that that is a trickster. Very few people left alive right now, as Lotex is going to get eliminated here, but they do get the revive. Surely it comes through. There he is. Can they get him? Yes, they do. They have 57 eliminations. All 4 players from this roster are still alive. This is the highest kill game we've ever seen in the history of any one of our major tournaments. Can they drop a 60 kill game? There's no way. Surely not. They already have double every other team currently in the game. They might have triple of any other team right now alive. Look at that. That looks like they're hacking. It actually looks like they're cheating right now with that many kills. 57 eliminations. That is unbelievable, as we've all came down to this final moment. 5 teams still alive. Finally, that jetpack is out of my audio. Loading still up right here. He's just playing for placement points at this point. These guys have a good spot to work with. This is the final circle. It's gonna end right where that sand is. If I was them, I'd take the high ground, ship from above onto the early rotators, but I don't know if that's gonna happen. This might go in the way of Team OP here for the most dominant tournament performance of a single match in history. They could get a 60 kill win here inside of ALCATRAZ. It's something we've never seen before. But that being said, we've never seen an ALCATRAZ tournament quite like this, ladies and gentlemen. A team is up above them. It is a Latin American roster. They have been performing okay, but the 14 kills seems like such a little amount compared to what OP have with their 57. Shots go down, not able to land one right there. Finally, kills come through, but it's going to be from a different team, and that's going to be the roster we've been talking about this entire game. With the 58 eliminations as a team, every single player is carrying their weight with 16, 16, 12, and 14 a player on Team OP. A Balls going down over to get the loadout right here. What's he gonna pick up? He's already got the HS0405. It looks like he's just going for kinetic armor. He doesn't want anything else. Annihilator and the HS in hand. He's got a lot of shots to use here with that Annihilator. It's a godly gun to be using inside of ALCATRAZ. It hits for so much damage. It's basically like a pocket pistol sniper of a weapon. Flex still alive for now. I think this is gonna go in the way for sure of Team OP. They're gonna drop a 60 bomb win here if it all goes their way. Every other team only has a solo or a duo left alive. 58 eliminations. Nobody's around them for now. They do have height as well, but not max height, as there's 2 teams in front of them. Lotex is just sitting behind the loadout drop. I'm sure their comms are very focused and clear currently, deciding what they want to do, as this zone is going into its final formation. This is it, chat. All down to this final moment. Can they make history for being the first team ever in a major tournament to drop 60 kills with a win? It's not looking likely now, as a Balls has been knocked early off the rotation. He's going to come around, though. They might be able to get this pickup if they go for him here. Slayer not opting to get him, as it looks like Flex and Goat are going to go around the side and get that confirmation of the kill. 50 eliminations still, as Lotex is gonna fall. I think they're gonna lose it here, ladies and gentlemen. They might not be able to do it. They're gonna go for the res. If they peek him now, he could get the 1 pump. Actually, he has an HS2126, so he could get a 1 burst here instead. Lotex gets back up as loading falls to Ranzu. It's all on the side here of OP. They have 3 people left alive. Trickster goes down. Slayer gets out of the action. Low Tech still up above. Gets the pump. Can he get the second? Surely. Oh my god! For the 60 bomb! Taking down the last 2 players alive from 4K main. Kane does get knocked here, however, as well. And it's all down to the duo from EU. Low-Tex and Slayer trying to land some shots. He gets ran too, but he's outside of the zone. Slayer's gonna die. All that's left now is for Low-Tex to make something happen. He can get back his teammate here. Slayer's still alive. Luckily, only gets knocked with not a full elim coming through. 61 kills on the board from Team OP. Now they can get back their last remaining players. It's a 3v2 situation. Can Flex and EXO do anything about the most historic, dominant, fragging performance of all time in any tournament ever? 3-on-2 as they're deciding what they want to do. I think they might have to poo all over them here. They have the high ground and a man advantage. EXO is over by the loadout. They don't know where they're currently situated. EXO's probably sitting there speechless at the fact that there's 3 players above him. He only has 1 elimination in this game. This is like an atomic bomb versus a crying baby right here. Flex gets eliminated instantly and EXO goes down as well. 63 kill win. We've never seen something like that in the history of any of our $10,000 events for the last 2 years. Unbelievable performance. Arguably the best team performance of all time in any tournament ever. Wow. What a game. Look at the amount of kills, and it wasn't one singular person carrying. It was ultimately the entire team coming together with amazing cohesion, unbelievable chemistry, and most importantly, dominant mechanical skill inside of ALCATRAZ. Dare I say it, chat? I think... Oh my god. Wait. I think multiple players on their team? Oh, they were lucky. The team that finished 4th, if you take them out of the equation, 2 players on that roster got more kills than any other team combined. Low-Tex and Slayer got more kills themselves than 8 of the other 10 teams. Actually, 8 of the other 9 teams because they're the 10th team. 2 players out-fragged all of the other teams. That is sensational, chat. Absolutely sensational. Wow. What a dominant performance from them. 63 kills and a win. No other team even came close. It wasn't even close. They were on crazy MS and they still pooed all over the other rosters. I don't even know if we can use MS as a disadvantage anymore. I don't even know if people can complain about that. That is unbelievable. They cooked everyone. Bro, 63 kills, that will go down as a historic game. And you all seen it live, ladies and gentlemen. Hit the follow, hit the subscribe. If you're watching on a watch party, subscribe or follow to all the watch parties you're watching. If you're watching your favorite streamer playing the games, hit the follow button. That was unbelievable. What a game. I can't even focus on anyone else. I mean, good job to Team 7, Aura for getting like 15 kills in a second, I guess, but 63 kills in a win? That is 78 total points from one game. That's more points than the majority of these teams will get in this entire Game 7 series in one singular game. Dare I say, the entire competition needs to land on this team. They need to land Cell House and instant wipe them if they want to stand a chance of taking them down. They were so close to 6-7, they just didn't get there. Unbelievable performance with 63 total eliminations. 13 comes through from team number 2, 4K, Negi, Freya, Kaza, and Renzu. Obviously, we can see the guys with the second most amount of kills got 22. But I mean, God, that was really an atomic bomb on the main stage of the ALCATRAZ tournament. Ackman's team finished a little bit further down the leaderboard, 5th place with only 10 eliminations. They did die out quite early. So their team chemistry just was lackluster there, unfortunately. Growin's team did a little bit better that match, but as we go down the list of players, we see a disappointing performance from the Philippines. As only 2 eliminations from Holy Father's team, and looks like only 8 from TSG, also known as Batting, and Leap were first to die with only 4 eliminations. They were doing so good after game number 1, and so was Akman's team. But they're going to get passed up a tremendous amount after that performance. Arguably the most historic game we've ever seen from a singular team. I cannot believe that. I actually cannot believe what we just witnessed. I'm so glad we decided to do an ALCATRAZ tournament, chat, and I'm so glad you decided to tune in. I'm gonna take a little bit of a sip of my vitamin C drink because my voice is definitely gonna go by the end of this Game 7 series, as there's just so much action to be had, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my God. We're tallying up the scores here, chat, but I think we all know who's in the lead after that game. 78 points from a single game. I feel like I need to message into the group chat right now. I typed into the chat, WTF was that game? Slayer typed back, what is 100 MS, chat? That's what he typed back instantly. He said, we don't care for 100 MS. We're gonna dominate. We're gonna obliterate. We're gonna annihilate the entire competition on max MS. They're literally as far as you could possibly be from the Philippine server, because that's what server they got last game, which is incredible. Thank you very much, Lilies. Everyone that became a member or donated, I appreciate you guys. Make sure to head over to any of the watch parties or the players streaming and participating in this and give them gifts, donations, or memberships as well. I'm sure they would greatly appreciate your support along with mine. Chat. As we're waiting to get this game started. There was a little leak in the password, but we'll be a-okay to start in just a moment. As we get the tallies for game number 2 up, I think this lead is going to be sensational, chat. Not gonna lie. I think this lead is going to come out to something absolutely dominant. All of the watch parties, if you don't know who is currently watching, we've got Lex Gamer, Balor, Deathstalker, 4K Winter, Panchito, Philip Mello, COD Mahmood, Delmini, Senorita Bree, King Nee, Malay, OBN, Vector, Godem, 2Gun YT, Cappy Bazu, Louis Flores, Itachi, Fulcrum Shift, Rocky Plays, and Flex, chat. And Flex. There is so many different watch parties to watch, depending on what region you are supporting. There's watch parties from Africa, there's watch parties from Latin America, there's watch parties from North America, there's watch parties from Philippines, there's watch parties from all over, whether you're Europe, Africa, anywhere in the world, you can watch a watch party that is dedicated for your particular region. So if you want to go and do that, make sure to do so. As we get into game number 3. I know, man, I know. I just haven't had a chance. I just haven't had a chance, man. All right, I got you though. I got you, trust. There we go. As we get into game number 3, finally I have a breath of fresh air, and there you go, ladies and gentlemen. We're getting into game number 3. I don't know how our team has gotten the scoreboard ready this fast, but I am currently downloading the scoreboard for game number 2, and I'm gonna get it updated on your screen as fast as I possibly can. My scrum diddly out. This is up on YouTube, and now I'm gonna put it up onto TikTok. There we go. Game number 2. The lead is absolutely diabolical, chat. Over a double-digit lead. Oh my god. Oh my god, they're getting landed on. They're getting landed on! They're actually getting landed on! Oh my god, Slayer's last alive! Everyone landed on them like I said they would! They knew that the lead was too insane, and now Slayer's the last alive in the team. If anyone takes them out instantly, this would be absolutely diabolical. Oh my god, please, 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 for the script, eliminate them! Take them out! Please! Oh, they're all back. The play didn't come through. They're still alive for a little while longer, ladies and gentlemen. That was almost absolutely insane. We were preying on the downfall. We were playing on the downfall of the best team inside of the tournament so far, but they're just too damn good. And they're staying alive for a little bit longer as many other teams are in fights, and it looks like Holy Father's team has been mostly eliminated as they're coming down into the action again. Synth and Tokyo making their way back into the lobby. TSG still up. Whoa. He spotted Bardax here. Shots go down. Easy wipe from Slashy and his team. 2 eliminations on the board. I don't think we're going to see another 63 elimination for this game, because the main roster that did it has been scattered across the lobby. Bro, I can't believe they landed on that. Was crazy. Ooh. Messaging Madman right there to give him a little update. We'll hop on over to the Holy Father team as he's just been eliminated as well. Synth comes down. These guys are just not cohesive right now. They're all over the place. They're not landing together. Like, what is this, guys? Come on. You guys are better than this. You gotta land together as one formidable unit. As a team. They're landing like they're playing solos, right? Synth. Oh my gosh, if Synth got turned on there, it would have been, let's just say, embarrassing to say the least. As we're gonna hop. Oh my gosh, I thought they got eliminated there for a second. I was actually about to start screaming, but they're still alive for now. Team OP. They're over double the points of second place as they're looking to get some eliminations onto the team opposing them right in front. It's gonna be TSG, also known as Badding. We've seen these guys do really well before. Can they do well in this tournament, though? They've won one of these events. Slowtex gets eliminated from Slashy. Now it is out. They know it's TSG as Slayer's able to take down one, but they only have 2 players left alive. Oh my gosh, what a power position coming through from Slayer. He's able to kill 2 opposing players. Oh, ALCATRAZ is right above him. Shotgun in hand. Slayer trying to make something happen here. ALCATRAZ is trying to do something onto him, but I don't think it's going to go his way because an echo is being used from Slayer. Oh, trying to beat him out. ALCATRAZ be it, not going to fall for it just yet. He's going to rotate off. What a position of power from Slayer there to help his teammates stay alive. Like I said before, these guys have insane chemistry. I said at the start of this competition that they were playing all week in ALCATRAZ scrim lobbies, in mini tournaments, in public matches. They have been grinding ALCATRAZ the entire week. So it doesn't even matter that they're on max MS. They are dominating the other teams. We'll hop on board with Bardax here. Player from Team Aura. 7 eliminations from this game. They're doing really well, but I tell you who else is doing really well. It's gonna be Ackman's team. They know that they need to do a little bit better as Necro does fall from Slayer up above. He's still dominating with this XPR. Arguably the best sniper inside of this mode. You can spam it out really quickly, land a lot of damage super fast, and eliminate players before they even have a chance to blink. They're deciding whether or not they want to push up into Ackman's team. I think the push should come through here as Ackman has been knocked, but Ken also gets knocked from the side. Seeing what loading's gonna do about this. Not anything just yet. Oh, he spotted Slayer. Slayer! Oh, Senor J. You gotta be quicker than that. He could get a 1 pump here on the Slayer. If he lands this 1 pump, it would be diabolical. Oh my god! Quick thinking on his feet, knows that Slayer is going to rotate down through the bottom, pushes him instantly, even using the Trickster to get more advantageous position because of the speed boost, and 1 pumps him into smithereens. 13 eliminations so far, but OP still has their entire roster up as Lowtex is able to get another. Slayer finally gets knocked and fully eliminated again, straight off spawn. 3 players left alive, but I think they've lost a lot of lives early here, chat. They've lost many players very early on. Oh, see you later, alligator. Ah, okay, man, and is Tokyo alive as well? Ken goes down. We're now hopping on board with Leap Wagner. A team is spawned right above him. I think it's, ooh, it is Team Aura. From Latin America, it's Philippines versus Latam. Low tags on the kill feed as well, still in a fight. Wagner's not gonna take that. Azbula, oh, spotted. See you later, Bart. Hasbulla might need to go into retirement. That's all I'm gonna say after that kill. Holy jeepers. Lowtex knows that TSG is over here. They also see Ackman's team still in this fray. A lot of players over on the side here. Bad positioning from Lowtex. Pushed himself a little bit too far out there. And it seems like these guys have decided they don't want to take this fight. Are they going for mid-zone control? That is exactly what they're going for. They want a good position inside of the zone. They want top cell house. As Holy Father also gets knocked down. And he comes back into the action instantly. Landing far away from everyone else. Just trying to land with his team in another 4K roster. Ooh, he's going down over to the side. Might be able to get a kill here from behind. Shots go down. Can he get Tom? No, he cannot. He gets turned on. Oh, dearie me. That was a little bit embarrassing right there, Holy. Gotta land those. You gotta hit those, broski. Especially with the good MS. Tokyo, last player alive for his team. Using a smoke to try and stay up for a little while longer. Has a holographic on his M4. I don't know what he's doing right here. The whole team's still not alive. This is not good for him. Finally coming back into the action. Spots a player from the side, not able to land any of the shots. He's gonna get eliminated instantly here. See you later, alligator, and that's gonna be all she wrote for Tokyo. Now we get to see what's going on with Senor J and Ackman's team. Keep in mind, the fight did go down earlier between this roster and Lowtex's OP Eternity Zenith, but they rotated around the map to try and get over to Cell House. We'll see what the update is on that. Damn, they went the whole way around the map. Because they knew Ackman's team were good at fighting, they didn't want to go anywhere near them, and instead they opted to go across the map and try and find a team that is not as good as Ackman in fighting. That's exactly what their actions are currently. They've spotted a team. It's going to be 4K main here. 4K main should have the ping advantage as it is on the Asia server, but that doesn't matter. They want to push into them. They've got 11 eliminations on the board here. They're trying to make something happen. It looks like Cole. Ooh, dearie me. Ackman's team has get a lot of eliminations on their way. They're trying to figure out how they want to approach this. They've got 2 players up in the high ground and 2 players above the house. They know a full team is in there. No teammates have landed any longer. All 4 teammates are alive for both teams. I'm trying to get info right here. A Bull Balls is trying to peek and see where they are. Oh my gosh, Slayer dies from above. I'm surprised they were able to do that. 1 player goes down from Team OP. Now they're opting to rotate out of that situation. Instead of taking this fight, a Bull Boss is weak. He knocks and gets eliminated as well. Now it's all down to Lowtex and Ken to make something happen. They split up here instead of pushing in as a 4-man, and they stay alive to fight another day, but they lose 2 other players with a lot of loot in their hands. They're actually getting rushed out of this situation. They might get killed here as well. Keep in mind it is a 4v2, but now a Bull Boss is landing in alongside Slayer. They've got a Krieg and ooh, a Kilo, so pretty good guns here. All 4 players up and at him. Only 11 this game. They may lose their lead slightly going into game number 4. As this game 3 performance has been lackluster at best. Oh my gosh, speaking of good performances, we have Flex here with 10 eliminations. He might target Rami. He's down below him right here. Oh, I think they know he's in there. Oh, that's gonna be all she wrote. See you later, Rami. There's nothing you can do here. Absolutely nothing. Oh dear, broski. Holy Father still alive? I don't know what he could do in this situation. He does have a mythic. Surely this is a mythic Odin. It is. Flex getting shot from the side. 1 more shot, Holy. 1 more shot. All you need to do, just land the shot. Goes for the wrong player here. Not able to get a kill. He might get turned on. No, he's not. Kill comes through in a knock. Love to see it. Exotico is pushing him though from the side. Shots go down. Amazing play here from Holy to get his health up, but he's gonna get knocked and fully eliminated because he's in the water. Nice. Okay, good job, man, and I'm glad to hear that. As we hop on board with another 4K. They should be able to get Holy Father back into this action. 4 kills. They're actually going to be doing a little bit better this game than what they've done recently. As Magic's going to go down along with Mona. They do still have 2 players alive, but Chamo has been knocked, and now it's all down to Chapo. He doesn't have a shotgun for this situation. Almost turns on Fright, not able to do so. Magic comes in just in time. TSG do have 14 eliminations on the board, though. They are doing very well. The best team of this game definitely has to be the 4K roster, otherwise known as 4K looters. 18, 19 eliminations now as they just picked up another. Ooh, didn't even see this. 4K Main actually has 21. So they're doing very well also. Goats have been a little bit lackluster here. But 14 from this game could be good for their current score sheet. As Leap have already been eliminated from this game. They're actually one of the first teams to go out. It looks like all 3 4K teams still alive. OP are also up, but they're going to be going ahead and fighting Goats for the high ground position inside of this zone. I would say that Warden's House is definitely the best position to hold currently in this zone, as you can get easy rotations from the top of the tower. Lowtex's team are not going to go for that, however. They're going to go for bottom low ground as they've spotted another team over to the side here. They want to take this fight as a cohesive unit. As one instead of being split this time. They took them as a split fight before. Shots are going to go down. They spotted Tom from the side. Tom's taking a lot of damage there. He's also going to take some health. Oh, from outside the zone, Slayer lands a shot with Ken, able to eliminate one. There goes the second. Jeff and Tom from 4K Main are going to go down here. G's still alive, though. Can he get shot from the side? Ken's probably going to take him down also. See ya later, Alligator. And now it's all down to Narosa to make something happen. He rotates out of the position. Stays alive for a little bit longer. Can his teammates come back into this fight, though? It's still partially early in this game. Actually, we're going into the mid-game, close to the late game now. Wow, a lot of action throughout this mid-game means that it could all be down to a player like Narosa and a player like Tokyo to stay alive and do something. I don't think they'll be able to come back now. I thought it was a little bit earlier than it was in this game. 4 players alive still here. 4 OP. That was a terrible fight for them to lose, unfortunately, on the side of 4K Main. They do get back alive. This is their final revive flight. If they die again, they're out of the competition. OP knows that they don't have much loot here. Shots go down onto a bull boss. He's going to take a lot of damage. G is probably going to take even more damage here. And now they know that he's really weak. They're probably going to push into him. Shots. Oh, unfortunately not going to get that knock. And the overextension on the peak is going to get him eliminated from this game. We can see another teamer right above them. And it looks like, what the frick? Hey, yo, he's on the ladder. He can't be killed by either above or below because of the position on the ladder. Chapo, ain't no way all the practice came down to this, bro. Oh, he's dead. Oh, he's so dead. There's no way. There's no way Ramsey doesn't kill you right here. Ramsey? Wait. Chapo! Chapo, what are you? Uh-oh, he's dead. Oh my god. Oh my god, they don't know he's right there. Chapo, do you even have a good gun? He's dead. Why are they not shooting you? Once they see him, he's so dead. Oh, Chapo, please stay on the ladder. You'll be able to survive longer. No. He should have played the strat out. He should have did it. It was an unbeatable strategy right there, especially as the zone was still over by the Warden's house. G did get into the final revive flight. I thought there was no more, but there was one more just for him. Lucky duck. He's going to get a loadout, but I don't know if he's going to be able to do anything with it. Shots go down. Not getting cracked, but is weak. Lowtex does have a good position in the zone with his team. They are central zone, actually, with a solid power position. You can't shoot through that with that loadout. Fortunately for G, he could need it in there if he did have one, but not for now. Tokyo's camping, just chilling like a villain. It looks like the other 4K team has a great position in his zone. They have the Warden's house, and they have the house beside it. This is really, really good spot right here. They could rotate easily off that, along with having a easy pick onto the Goats team, as they're right below them. This should be a couple of kills coming in the way of 4K looters, if I do say so myself. But let's go on to teams that are actually in fights, as Ken's able to take down Jeff from the side. Slayer does have ultimate high ground on the roof of the house in central zone, but he does fall down below because he's getting targeted from Ranzu up on top of the Warden Tower. It's starting to get a little bit quiet here as teams are deciding where they want to put themselves. I'm not really too sure what Tokyo's doing here, but at least he's trying to get some placement points because his entire team is eliminated. Zone should be coming in at any moment. It is. There we go. Collapsed it in on itself. It's now down to the final flight fights, as you can see. I thought it was a little bit earlier than that, but I forgot. We're playing slow zone, not normal zone, which means that teams have a little bit longer to decide what they want to do when it comes to rotating inside of the zone, chat. They have a little bit longer. ALCATRAZ still up. The entire roster of 4K looters are still alive. as they're deciding if they want to rotate into Goats or rotate past them. Shots go down from Ranzu onto Patata. Patata gets knocked and fully eliminated right here. There's no way he's going to survive this. His teammates can't revive him because he's out in the open, unfortunately. Groen's rotating around. Oh my gosh, Groen's going to go for this? Oh wow, he is going for it. He's going to lose his life because of that. Oh my god! What was that play with the cluster bomb to take the aggressive Ranzu down? They just lost an opposing player. Wow! That should have came in the way of 4K, but Ranzu's aggressiveness got him killed and eliminated from game number 3. I thought for sure they would take him down, but he went through down the stairs. Groen was able to pick up his teammate, and now it's a 4v3 situation on the top of the zone. We're going down to the final zone right now. Once this collapsed in on itself, that's going to be all she wrote. 19 eliminations for Goats currently. Tokyo's still alive. I don't know how he's made it this far. All the teams do not want to fight each other. I believe that Lotex's roster, OP Eternity Zenith, has the best spot in the zone as G has been eliminated from TSG. That's going to leave only 3 players alive from 4K main. Remember, this team right here is in the lead by so much that if a team doesn't land on them, it's going to be hard for them to get out of that first place position. A team needs to land on them one of these next few games if anyone wants to stand a chance of winning this. We'll show you the full map right here. As you can see, TSG still have 3 alive. 4K Tokyo struggling right now with nothing really going for him. His entire team has been eliminated. Goats decide to rotate in a very good fashion over to the right side of the zone. As we can see, 4K looters are going through the left side, so we'll not see those guys fight until the end game if they ever do fight. I would actually say that Tom has a really good position in the zone as well. I do say so myself, but I would say for sure this roster right here is the best spot, as it looks like TSG are fighting over on the Goats. Tokyo's gonna rotate in from behind, get an elimination right there. Rare, very good rotation from Tokyo. Now with 2 eliminations on the board, ICANN might see him here. Tokyo, if you take him down. Tokyo didn't see him! That was a misplay and a half. Unfortunately, they're going to get eliminated here in 5th position. That is the best game that they've had so far in this competition, even with the ping advantage. 10 eliminations from ICANN. They do have a lot of kills inside of this game as well. If anyone wants to stand a chance of taking down these guys from the victory lap, it needs to be early game. They need to eliminate this entire roster off the bat, as they're just too dominant in mid to late game positions. Oh, Lotex able to land a snipe there along with the Tempest shot. Easy peasy. 4K looters fully eliminated from this game. Now only 3 teams remain, and 4 of the last 8 players are on Team OP Eternity Zenith. 25 eliminations this game. Believe it or not, it's less than half of what they got last game. This team is a mixture of players from Europe and the Middle East, as Lotex is going to get knocked here from the side. Narosa's taking him down, but unfortunately for him, Narosa is going to get Tempest as well. He'll get fully eliminated here, but this is a very aggressive peek. Tom's going to get pushed out as well. There's Narosa, full kill comes through, and now it's only down to Jeff from 4K. Shots go down, he's going to get 1 bumped. Oh my god. And now it's a 4v1 from Secret. He's not going to be able to do anything, and that's going to be all she wrote, ladies and gentlemen. They might even execute him. Oh dear. Yep, see you later. Not going to be able to do much here. Unfortunate situation from TSG, otherwise known as batting, but 2 games in a row going in the way of OP Eternity Zenith. The first game was won by Ackman's roster. The next 2 were run by the team that you just seen dominate in very good fashion. They didn't get as many kills this game. They were a little bit up in the air throughout the early game of this ALCATRAZ match for game number 3. But going into the mid to late game, they found their position, they found their rotations, and most importantly, they found each other. And they played off each other's backs, stayed alive, were able to secure the victory along with 29 eliminations, which is going to give them a grand total of 44 total points after that game, chat. What a great performance from them. Yes, sir, man. And it's a shame he didn't stay alive for longer, but great performance there from Lotex, Slayer, Ken, and a Bull Boz. And also a very solid performance from TSG, also known as Badding. 21 kills with a 2nd place finish is going to give them 31 total points for that game. As we go down, we've seen a good, solid game from 4K main. They got a lot of kills with 24 in a third place finish. Team number 2, 4K looters, also doing really well. A lot of the Filipino teams performing exceptionally here. Even 4K Overload got 5th place, but only 5 eliminations. So that was all to do with Tokyo carrying them into the end game right there. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to see I can push him around the railing. As we go further down, you can see Goat got a lot of eliminations as well with 20. And then as we go down to the very bottom, we see 10, 18, and 18 from all of these different players. Flex with an 11 kill game. Not as much as Ken towards the end, as he was able to finish out the top fragger for that match with 12 total eliminations. Ackman's team did fall early, but they did get 18 elims, so they're still going to be up there on the leaderboard. And as you can see, Leap's Avengers have fallen from grace. They were very high up on the leaderboard after game number 1, and now I think they might be maybe top 5 if I had to guess, chat. Maybe a top 5 situation for them, but it's been a tough spot after game number 1. I'm going to take a little bit of a breather, take a sip of my vitamin C drink, and we're going to get ready for the next game, my Pookie Bears, which will be game number 4. Remember, it's a 7-game series, and so far, Team OP, Eternity Zenith, most dominant performance of all time. What a fantastic game from them, but more importantly, what a fantastic tournament from them so far. I think I speak for everyone when I say I would love for every tournament, or for every team, I should say, to land on the top of Cell House. That's just me, though, chat. That's just me. That's just me, chat. 120 MS. Still winning. Still dominating. Still crushing the opponents. Unbelievable. As we get into game number 4, the charts are being tallied up from game 3. I believe they will still be very far in the lead, extending it even maybe slightly after that game to possibly over a 70-point lead. At least a 70 lead, chat. That's diabolical for every other team involved in this competition, chat. Diabolical. There is 7 games inside of this, yes indeed, and we are going to be going into game number 4. Good job for Tokyo for staying alive that long. Unfortunately, he couldn't make anything happen from it. But at least he stayed alive, right? At least he did something. He got some more placement points for the team. Ain't that right, chat? I want to watch the drop spot of Ken, Bullboz, Lotex, and Slayer. I need to see it for my very self. I need to see it for my very own eyes. Blondie, thanks very much for the butterflies. Appreciate you. Thanks everyone for following or subscribing. If you're new around here, I appreciate you. We do one of these tournaments at least once a month. At least. This month we're doing 2 because it's October. Happy Halloween. Happy Diwali. Let's see where they land. It should still be Cell House. They might still land on top of it. We'll have to see if anyone lands with them. Nobody's gonna opt for it just yet. Oh no. Oh my god, Ackman's team are going for it. Ackman's team want to take them down early game. And it looks like Negro's able to land before him. Shots are going to go down here really quickly. He spotted him instantly. Ken probably going to get eliminated. It looks like Lotex takes down Fright in a different situation. Lotex also getting knocked here. Ken able to stay alive for a little bit longer. He may be one of the last alive on his team. No, luckily for them, Slayer gets out of the fight along with the Bullboz, but the shots are going to go down here. Loading's able to take down one. Ken's also fallen, and now it's all down to Slayer. Ackman's team and 4K looters know exactly what to do in this situation. They need to take down all of these players, and it looks like Slayer goes for the same spot as he had last game inside of the bush. Oh, are any of them going to spot him? No, they're not. Slayer gets out of this situation unscathed, and yet again, they get landed on, lose 3 of their players instantly, and stay alive for a little while longer. I think that all of them are going to come back into the match, and they are not going to go out just yet, ladies and gentlemen, as Slayer is staying alive. The whole roster comes back into the fight, and unfortunately for the entire competition, OP Eternity Zenith live to fight another day. ALCATRAZ is probably going to get eliminated here as well with a 1 pump straight to the face. Never mind. Wow, Akaza, good job for you, but I mean, unfortunate situation. Your teammates are gonna get knocked as well. And I believe Slayer's gonna get picked up right here. The other two teams that landed on top of the cell house fighting each other. It seems like this still went in the way of OP Eternity Zenith, as they have all 4 of their players alive with shotguns and ARs ready to use. Nagy, low tags. Now in a 1v1 situation, Nagy needs to do something here if he wants to be able to take them down. Slayer gets fully eliminated again. Ican, a ball balls, and Lowtech still alive. And up on top of the cell house, he is in a bad situation here. Ranzu, Akaza, and another player from 4K Looters could take him down. Please shoot at him. What are you doing? Oh my god! Ah. I'm just trying to vocally act like what that 4K player must have felt like when he got turned on by Ican, because that was diabolical. But he does die. He does get knocked here from behind, and now it's all down to a Bull Boss and Slayer to make something happen. A Bull Boss is beside him, but it looks like Senior J is landing on top of him. He needs to rotate into the side here. Ackman's team do know that they're all inside. Shots go down. He does get eliminated. Low Takes comes back into the action, though, and Slayer's still alive on top of the Warden's house. It has been a very tough early game here for OP Eternity Zenith. They only have 2 eliminations. Ackman's team are fighting tooth and nail to eliminate them early out of this competition to make sure that they don't have as big as a lead as they do after game number 3. But speaking of game number 3, I'm gonna go ahead and put on your screen right now an updated leaderboard after that game that we have just watched. There you go on YouTube. It will be updated, and don't worry, TikTok, I'm gonna get the update onto you in just a moment as the entire roster of OP are back into the action. Like I said, oh my gosh, it's not a 70-point lead. It might as well be an 80-point lead with 79 points compared to the second place team. Lowtech's just trying to stay alive for a little while longer. He's camping inside of this ladder because he knows he can't get picked apart here. As Slayer is also still alive, a 1v1 situation between him and Tokyo is going to go down here if Synth doesn't have something to say about it. He's rotating into this fight. Synth has been spotted. Tokyo's gonna make a push here as well. Tokyo, you need to make something happen here. You already made him weak. Shots go down from the side. Rami's able to kill him. And it looks like OP are gonna lose one of their players again. Slayer is gone, but Lowtex and Ken are still alive. Along with a Bull Balls. They're just trying to stay up. They know that Ackman's team are targeting them at this point. They want to make something happen. They may go for a third party here instead of choosing to fight Ackman. Ackman coming back with a vengeance here. 7 eliminations straight off the bat of this game. TSG and Badinga right beside him, though he's going to get eliminated instantly as all 4 of them peak at the exact same time. Loading goes down as well. Senior J, 3 for 3. Oh, dearie me. 1 player left alive, and it's going to be Necro. That was a terrible push from Ackman. A little bit too aggressive there, but he knows he has to do it if he wants to stand a chance of winning the biggest ALCATRAZ tournament of all time. Amazing accuracy there from Necro. But where is OP in all of this? They're still alive for now. Losing one of their players to a knock, and Slayer's also going to get knocked here. 2 of them are down. Ken and Lowtex last alive. Leap need to make something happen here if they want to stand a chance of taking OP down at all. Leap coming in from the side. He's going to get targeted from the other side. Unfortunately, it's a different team entirely. If only Senior J knew who he was defending in that moment. Unfortunately, he didn't, and Lowtex lives to survive with his teammate for another day. All 4 of their players are left alive again as we hop on board with Tokyo and the 4K Overload. 9 eliminations this game. They're performing really well. Let's see what Holy Father has to say about this, as Ackman's also getting eliminated here again. They're not near anyone just yet. They're fine to stay alive for now. Remy spotted Magic though. Magic, what are you gonna do? Oh my god, he might turn on him. Never mind. Lands the shots. Love to see it from Remy. The rookie of the roster, sitting with 4 eliminations this game. Absolutely beautiful. As we're trying to see where the other opposing players are. Synth has spotted one of them. It's gonna be Patata. Shots go down. Holy Father, not able to do anything. Can his teammate Synth do something? Nope, not yet, but Tokyo goes in. Oh, he's also gonna get 1 pump. They need to make something happen here, or they're gonna get 1v4'd. Tata still alive. He does have a shotgun here, and his teammates are falling into the action. Oh, dearie me. 4K Overload are getting dominated. Ackman's team, on the other hand, have got all 4 of their players up and alive. Tokyo found Exotico on top of the roof, able to get him down. Player lands out from behind him. Tokyo trying to rotate out of the situation. He knows he can't take this fight. Patata's been spotted again. He's going to run in. He's not going to be able to do so. Mana takes him down. Remy last alive for the 4K Overload roster. They do have 12 eliminations on the board. This has been their best game so far in the competition. They need to keep it up. All 4 of their players back in the action now, thankfully. As we'll hop on over to 4K main roster. This is the starting roster of the 4K team. They only have 6 eliminations. However, OP Zenith still alive, able to take down Hasbulla. Slayer does get knocked. Not eliminated just yet as a Bullboss does go down. Slayer and a Bullboss have both been knocked here. Ken does take down the knocker. Will he get eliminated here? There is a player right above him, but he's not peeking. Oh, surely you peek that. Surely you go for the peek. What is going on? Why are these players not targeting him? Unbelievably, Ken is able to take back his teammate, and they're back in the action with all 4 players up and at him. Up and alive. Slayer lands on one, Hasbulla gets eliminated. There's the 10th elimination for the team. Lowtex picks up another knock. Looking very, very good. 4K Overload still alive for now as Holy Father's trying to make something happen. He's got 5 kills. Can he kill Bardax? He can kill his teammate, but can he kill the other? No, he can't. Unfortunately, turns around at the most unopportune time I've ever seen. That's COD timing for you, ladies and gents, as Synth is camping up on the Warden's house at the tippity top of the tower. Jeff falls in front of him. He could get a kill steal right here. Yes, he does. 2 kill steals. Love to see it. 15 eliminations from 4K me. Oh, no, actually, it's the Overload roster, but I mean, they're the main in terms of viewership. That's all I'm going to say that as far as that goes, chat. Going over to 4K Looters, though, they've only got 6 eliminations, but the 4K main actual roster has 10. Leap, on the other hand, only have 7. And OP are still alive with 13. All 4 players are up. A Bullboss having a little bit of a disappointing performance here with 0 eliminations, but to be honest, his team are so good that it doesn't matter either way. Shotgun shells being dropped because he does have a KRM. There you go, ultimate chemistry coming through from the OP Eternity Zenith team. As we'll go down further, you can see the Goats have all 4 players alive, and as we hop on over to the second page here, don't really get that much love. We can see TSG with 13. Slashy spots 4K Looters in front of him. Not going to go for the kill on him. Where are the Africans in Latin America in this scuffle? 17 eliminations. Chapo still alive with the full roster, along with Mona. 6 elims coming through just from Chamo alone. Not many fights going through here, chat. A lot of long distance, but nothing up close. It hasn't been like this for a while. We've seen it a little bit last game as Goat Growan's gonna get knocked. Secret might also get knocked from this team. Gonna be a 4K main. There it is. Secret gonna get eliminated and fully killed. Slayer trying to make a play onto the Goat Ross Kid. Can he do something? Ken has been knocked as well. Now they're pushing into him. It's gonna be Slayer pushing in straight away. Ross Kid dies to a Bullboss. And Ken is gonna get a revive right here. 15 eliminations. In game number 4, they are doing so well this competition, chat. This is a very dominant performance. It may go down in history as the most dominant tournament performance of all time. They just need to stay alive at the start of the games. As long as they stay alive in the start of the game, they always seem to perform well. As long as that happens, they will be good to go as Goat land back into Cell House. Speaking of great teams, though, look at 4K as Synth is trying to get on top of the Warden Clock Tower. He finally gets up. It's the Lighthouse. Frost Kid gets eliminated. Lovely jubbly. We love to see it from Tokyo. 18 eliminations. These are your top fraggers of game number 4. Finally, we're seeing them pop off in a competition. They do have ping advantage for this game, so hopefully they'll be able to do something big as Lowtex is sniping it from across the map. Let him get in a little bit longer. Where was Lowtex sniping from? The bottom, right? Yes, he was. The whole team's down here, and it looks like Chamo's in a little bit of a terrible situation. Magic, is he last alive on that team? He is. He needs to stay alive for a little bit longer. Oh, Slayer spotted him. Can he land the shots? Yes, he can. Beautiful. Ken is around the corner, though. If Ken peeks this now, they're all dead. They get back in time. Oh, my gosh. 22 eliminations from the African and Latin American teams. Fantastic gameplay from then as Lowtex does take down Synths again. Sniping from across the map. Oh, my God. Tokyo's also going to fall. This could be very bad. Oh, dear. Cluster bombs are coming through. Synths needs to fall off the bottom of that. Oh, dearie me. This is not good. TSG are also landing up here, but they're getting targeted from Lowtex as well. Let's hop on to Lowtex and see these snipes that are coming through. He's just trying to land them through the clock tower, a lighthouse. Not able to land anymore, though, but he does have 5 eliminations on the board. As Synth is landed up top, he's going to get targeted by multiple different teams. He needs to jump down. There we go. Magic's back in the fray as well. He gets a kill onto Leap. 19 eliminations from 4K Overload. As it looks like the top team is still fighting absolutely everyone. They're playing slightly staggered here as they rotate into what I can only assume is a power position of next zone. Shots going down from the sky. Are you gonna land? There's no way he lands a shot out of the air, right? No freaking way. Low tech, I don't know what you're doing here, bro, but if you land any of those, that would be insane. He spotted Chapo. Shot doesn't land there, but Ican is able to take down one of the opposing teammates of Wagner. We'll hop on over to 4K Looters. They're still alive. TSG are going to go on top of the lighthouse. As Slayer is also getting more eliminations. They need to take down this team, chat. They are so dominant inside of ALCATRAZ. It's not even close right now. Anytime they get into a little bit of a pickle, they always find their way out of the situation. As Synth has been spawned, and that accuracy was prime Ferg level threat. I don't think he missed a singular shot with that accuracy. Unbelievable scenes here from OP Eternity Zenith. They are slightly split, so they could get caught off guard here. Slayer and a Bull Boz. Oh, now 3 of them are together. Where's the final player? Low Tex is a little bit further back. If he gets one tapped, it could cause havoc to the team. Leaper rotating into another roster here. They're in between 2 different teams. Shots are going down. They're not able to land it onto Leap MJ just yet. And it looks like Wagner's trying to make something happen. Not able to do so. Ken's going to go down here, however. A Bull Boss is still alive to fight another day. Ken's the only one eliminated from the team. There goes down Slayer as well. Now 2 players left alive as Low Tex is trying to get snipes up on the sky. A Bull Boss able to land a 1 pump onto Leap MJ. And now they're going to be able to get their teammates back into the action with 27 total eliminations. Every time they get close to dying out, one of their players clutches up. Every single time. Lotec still sniping on people over on the lighthouse. TSG just trying to stay alive for a little bit longer. They don't need to take any of these fights. I'm not sure how many kills they have, so we better check. 14 elims, not too bad. They know they don't need to fight anyone just now, as the rotation will come in just soon. 56 seconds, actually, until the next rotated zone comes in. 26 kills for the African Latin American mixed region roster. This is a very good performance from them, if I do say so myself. They might be able to drop a little 30 bomb, even be the top fragging team for this game. Unfortunately for 4K main, they are going to get targeted here from OP Eternity Zenith. And we know what happens when this team targets a particular roster. They get absolutely obliterated. It's happened every single time in the tournament so far. Will it happen this time, though? Wagner's been spotted. Oh, dearie me. Can's gonna get eliminated here. Slayer's spotted another player, though, as a Bull Balls takes down Wagner. Leap MJ's also gonna go down here from the side of Slayer. 28 eliminations. 4K main stay alive, but unfortunately, it looks like Tokyo from Overload has been knocked and eliminated. Holy Father. Oh, dear. This is not looking good. He does have ping advantage, but he doesn't have gun advantage at all with a Swordfish Creed combo going against loadies and shotguns. Gets his way out of there. He does have 8 eliminations for this game. 21 eliminations for game number 4 from Holy Father. Remy is around him as well, but he has a terrible setup in terms of total guns. His damage per second is going to be awful. No shields either, but he stays alive for a little bit longer. Does have the refitter to use. OP are dying here as well. Only 2 of their players left alive. It's going to be Can and Lotex to make something happen. What a snipe here from Lotex. He's unfortunately going to die from the side, and now it's all down to Can. If Holy Father ran into there, he would be able to eliminate them. Holy Father and Remy could decide the fate of this tournament right here. If Can makes any noise, Holy Father, it looking like he's going to go around. Wagner is behind him. They're fighting each other instead of fighting the one threat for the tournament outcome being Can. Wagner out the side here. He's going to go in. No, he went right above him, please! For the love of God, what are you doing? They're going to let him survive. There's no way he survives and gets his teammates back into the game. What a play from Can. From the Middle Eastern region, still alive for a little bit longer. He knows there's a team over there to his left and a team to his right. He's just trying to make it into the zone here. Gets sliding right past the other rotating rosters. Can stays alive. I don't know how he's still up, but Lotex is back into the action. Can now in between 4 different rosters here. There's only 6 remain. Can and Lotex last alive for the roster. Holy Father's team do get fully eliminated finally, with Remy being the last alive. They got a lot of kills that game. They're going to skyrocket up that leaderboard, hopefully, as Can's able to get another one. On to Stiller. Apparently, according to the chat, Ranzu is hiding. I like this strategy, Ranzu. I like this strategy too, Nagy. We love to see it. I've got a weird audio bug for my audio, so I'm going to take my headset off and cast without any game audio as Lowtech's able to take down another one. He gets Nagy from behind. Ken's going to get eliminated, and now it's all down to Lowtech's to make something happen. They already have 31 points on the board. That's going to bring them up over 186 points just based off kills. If they win this game, they could go up to 200 total points, but will Lowtech be able to clutch up on the main stage? I'm not sure, but he took the spot right off of Nagy. Ranzu still camping in a interesting position, to say the least. I actually kind of like this play here. He's just oddly playing hide and seek. I didn't realize this was an iFerg YouTube channel video, but I guess it is. $10,000 on the line. You gotta do what you gotta do, ladies and gentlemen. If only his leg wasn't peeking out like that. If he could get in a little bit better of a spot, it would be even cooler. As we hop on board to see what the other teams are doing, we can see Ranzu still alive. We got the 4K main roster still up and at him. Finally, the audio bug is gone, and I can put on my headset once again. But don't let that distract you from the other Filipino roster being TSG. They're going to walk right past Ranzu. They don't see him at all. And it looks like Africa is still alive here with their full 4-man roster. This is the final zone. It's going to collapse in on itself here. There's only 1 second before it does, and here we go. The final moments of game number 4 are underway, ladies and gentlemen. It all comes down to this. Somebody needs to take down Lowtech's early if anyone wants to stand a chance of taking them off the number 1 spot in terms of total points. 155 points going into this game, and they're already at 186 points total. Ranzu finally gets eliminated from his hiding spot. It's going to be in the hands of Layla. As we hop on board to Magic, 10 eliminations, all 4 of the players working together. There is a language barrier, but the chemistry is there for them to know. Lowtech still alive here. He should get targeted, but he's playing spoiler, and nobody knows that he's right underneath them. Rotating into the zone, it's very, very small. He is central zone. There's a way that Lowtech could actually win this game, as Magic takes down Slashy. Now TSG left with only a couple of players. Getting targeted from the behind. Secret stays alive for a little bit longer, but Magic is still up with all 4 of his teammates, along with Lowtech's. This is an insane play from Lowtech's. He is now top 4 as Ranzu has been eliminated. He needs to go into the water, in my opinion. I'm not sure if he wants to move because he doesn't want to make any noise and he doesn't want his footsteps to come up. Oh my god, he moved. Now they know that he's there. 4K main now know that Lowtech's is around there. I'm not sure. Oh my god, he could go up the ladder. He could go up the ladder here. He hasn't been spotted. He's crouching all the way through this. There's a way that Lowtech wins this game if he plays this perfectly, and all the hands of the cards he gets dealt are perfectly in his favor. But I think that when it comes to players or teams that are most likely to win this, it would have to be 4K main. Team number 3, 24 eliminations. They have 4 players left alive, along with Team 10, also 4 players alive. 29 eliminations from them, and 24 eliminations from the main roster. Lowtech has went close to the ladder because he knows it's close to the middle of the zone. And shots are going to go down here. It's going to be Narose able to take down Secret instantly. Layla's last alive, and Lowtech secures himself another spot. Now he's in the top 3. He could third party this so easily. He just needs to make sure that they don't see him right below him. Don't make any noise, Lowtech. No noise is needed here. This could be... Ooh, not good, not good, not good. He makes a lot of noise. That's bad. Now they know that he's there. Dots go down. Terrible play from Lowtech. They don't know what he's going to do in this situation. They know he has to come up that ladder. Oh, and he finally gets eliminated, and I think that's going to be a 4v4, a pure 4v4 interaction. But Magic has already been knocked, so now it makes it a 3v4. Shots go down, Narosa takes one, and Magic gets eliminated. Easy wipes on the way of 4K main. Congratulations. They're going to be your winner of game number 4, ladies and gentlemen, with a dominant 30-kill win. That's going to get them at least 45 points off of that game alone, and they're going to skyrocket up the leaderboards. They were already second place. That's going to push them over 100 points. But dare I say it, somebody still needs to land on Team OP Eternity Zenith because they are so far ahead in the competition. But a great game from them. 4K main coming through with a 30-point victory. 45 points is going to get them right up into 121 total points if I got my math correctly. but I think that the lead is still going to be extended here from Lowtex's team. There will be a slight closing gap between 4Kings and OP, but everyone else, the lead has just been extended again. Even TSG, who finished in 3rd place with 31 points, they haven't done enough to really close the gap at all against Team OP. And as we look down further in the leaderboard, Ackman's team did land on Team OP. Unfortunately, they died first, so the plan did not go in their favor. If any team wants to take down Team OP, they must land Cell House and they must instantly kill Team OP, or they are going to secure the win of this tournament. What a great game 4 performance from, I guess, pretty much every single team. Yeah, the lowest killed team here was actually 4K Looters with 11 eliminations. So every single team on the board in double-digit elims for game number 4. It seems like people are now understanding how to play Alcatraz in a competitive setting. They did very well. And I believe we're going to get ready for game number 5 as we tally up the game 4-point performance. Yet again, I want to shout out anyone that is watch partying at home, or if you're just watching the stream at home and watching either the watch parties or any of the participant streams. I appreciate you supporting these tournaments. Without you guys, we wouldn't be able to host the first ever Alcatraz Private Match Worlds event. And we're getting ready for the next game to start up. As soon as I get the scoreboard, I will make sure to update it after the game 4 results. And we'll get into game number 5. What a phenomenal performance from 4Kings main. Make sure to follow and subscribe to all of the streamers that you're watching here live for the Alcatraz Worlds tournament as we get into game number 5. Chattington, let's do this. First game of the scrumptious. Let's go! Game 5! Ladies and gentlemen. Woo-wee! Somebody needs to take them down! Who is gonna sacrifice themselves? They are too dominant. They are too good. The entire world stands against them and they still come out on top. They've opted to go for a different landing strategy this time, not going for the roof strat. They're going inside of Cell House. They know teams are landing on them now, and that's exactly what Roselti's roster from Latam and the EU roster of Ackman did. They landed right on top of them. Shots go down. Ackman and Loading are going to get eliminated instantly here. Senior J and Negro still left alive on top of that Cell House position, but it looks like OP are staying alive for a little bit longer. Lowtech's trying to make something happen here. Is he going to be able to do so? No, he gets turned on by Bardax. What a phenomenal turn on here from him. Hands also down, and it's all down to Slayer. Yet again, OP have been fully wiped off drop and left Slayer last alive. Wow. Yet again, Slayer clutches up, stays alive. The whole team is back now. And once again, chat, Team OP survive everyone landing on them and do not get wiped off drop. Incredible performance. They live to fight another day. Yet again. Speaking of teams trying to fight another day, it's Holy Father's roster. 4K Overload Synth picks up one onto Lowtex. Lovely Jubbly gets the full elimination over onto the Broski. That's one of their players eliminated. See you later, Alligator. And still alive inside of the center of Cell House. If any of these teams push them now with shotguns, it would be absolutely detrimental to their health. But I think Lowtex is going to come back here. And he should get revived. As Exotico was getting damaged from Slayer, and with Ken behind him and a Bullboss beside him, I don't see this Latin American roster getting out of this situation, especially since TSG, every single team that is in contention to win this tournament has landed on OP. They're all trying to find the individual players of OP right now, and all 4 of them are still alive, as Ken has actually rotated away. Slayer has died, and Lowtex is coming into the action. Doesn't get on top of the lighthouse for now, as Synth still holds the high ground position. He's farmed a lot of kills up there before, and he's still farming to this day. Ken picks off a Kaz and will hop on board with him. He's rotated completely out of this situation. He's trying to get a 1v1, but it's not going to go in the way as he gets knocked from Ranzu. There's just no way a team can take them down at this point, chat. They're too good. Ken obviously getting full eliminated. A Bullboss finally. Lowtex and Slayer still alive for the team. Lowtex just trying to stay up for now. Doesn't want to take any of the fights as it's just him and Slayer left alive. Slayer's been in this position before, and he's in this position again. One of two players left alive as Remy spotted him from above. No, he hasn't. Remy opts to go into the positional top spot of the house. Oh, accidentally peeked off of that as soon as he started shooting, but we'll go back over to Slayer. Low-Tex gets eliminated, but it doesn't matter because Ken and a Bullboss are still here. Holy Father, can you make something happen here? Holy Father, hit him with it. He's not able to do so. Oh, and he gets knocked from the side of Slayer. He should have just pushed him with the Jack 12, but unfortunately, Holy Father gets eliminated from the hands of one of the top fraggers in this competition. Tokyo and Remy also getting eliminated here. Luckily for them, Synth is still in the top spot of the lighthouse, like the little goofy goober he is, with 2 eliminations. OP, not able to get their teammates back into the action. Bullboss should come back. They have got a lot of deaths off the start of this game, so there might be a situation where they aren't able to respawn at all, as Slayer's gonna get eliminated here. The shot comes down, and it's all down to one final player. It's Low-Tex left alive here. He's so far away from everyone else, though, so they should be able to come back through the revive flight. Luckily for them, Low-Tex got out of there, but Flex able to one-pump 2 of the other team with his KRM. He probably thinks that that's Team OP inside of that house, but it's actually not. It's a completely different roster being leaped. Shots go down. Bardax able to take down one. He's one of the best close-range players in the competition, but unfortunately, he's going to get one pump by Wagner using the shotgun. Tokyo does fall back into the lighthouse position, as Synth does have the top spot here. Now hopping on board with Team OP, they've managed to get out of this situation entirely, have all 4 of their players back up with 10 eliminations. It's been a rough start to this game, but now as we go into the mid-game, they are looking very, very good. PSG also have all 4 of their players alive, and it looks like every single team is still up. Not a singular team has been eliminated thus far in the competition. I did call them out at the start as being the best team, and they have still remained the best throughout the entirety of this ALCATRAZ Worlds Tournament, being Team OP. Double-digit eliminations, and we're going to go ahead and watch Ackman's team as Loading goes ahead and dies to a Bullboss from the Middle East. He actually lives on the other side of the Persian Gulf to me, chat. Habibi, come to Dubai as Loading is full elimed. Ackman knows it's the best team in the tournament. He doesn't want to take that fight, but Ken is going to get knocked and probably full eliminated here. I unfortunately moved off one of the teammates of that player as he was getting shot. Oh my god, they've been eliminated! They finally go down with only 11 kills. They're the first team eliminated, chat. They got 11 points that game. Let's tally up the total points. They're currently on 166 points after game number 5. They get eliminated early. We need to watch 4K mains. 4K main need to have an insane game here if they want to stand a chance of closing this gap. Speaking of points, I actually got that wrong. They're on 193 plus 11 means 204 total points for them. We'll go ahead and get the updated scoreboards on your screen right now, ladies and gentlemen. There it goes up onto YouTube, and I'll put them on to TikTok right now. But the first team to fall were the winners of the last 2 games. Previous to the one we've just watched, they won Game 2 and Game 3. As you can see, the updated scoreboard is on your screen after Game 4. They do have a 72-point lead on 4Kings main. They would need to do something absolutely insane if they want to close that gap. Let's see if they can do anything about it. 4 eliminations from them this far inside of game number 5. That's a low-kill game right here. There is a team quite close behind them being TSG as well, but a lot of different teams are getting a lot of kills as Neurosis is going to go ahead and die right here. That's not good. That's not good at all. I think Jeff might be the last player alive. Nope, Tom's still up for now, but this is a very bad performance here from Core Kings main. If they die next, it would be terrible. Shots go down from Akaza, not able to land them. Jeff is going to get eliminated here. See you later, Alligator, but his teammates do come back into the action. Akaza falls as well from 4K Looters, along with Fright, leaving only Ranzu to do something along with Nagy. Holy Father dies again. They don't have many kills this time. Only 8. It looks like this is a lower kill game from any team that's not from Latin America, as Flex and the boys have 26 kills for Team Aura. Every single roster inside of this competition has a bunch of kills. We've never seen a game or a tournament quite like this before, where all 10 teams are popping off in different games. Going on over to Holy Father. What's he up to? 2 eliminations from him. Is Synth still on top? He is still holding the high ground there with a lot of bullets for his kilo, which is very good for him. He'll be able to hold that high ground for a little bit longer, but the zone's going to collapse in about 2.5 minutes. So they have time to work with here if anyone lands close to them to get some free kills. Speaking of free kills, I wonder will any more free kills come on the side of Team Aura? However, Nagy, I think Nagy just absolutely obliterated a roster right there. I think that was Leap. He took them out. I think he's looking for seconds as well with this African Latam roster. Team Mixed Region right below him. Only 1 player left for TSG. He's last alive. Pac-Man's team's trying to find him. These guys are very high in the leaderboard. They need to stay alive for a little bit longer. There we go. He got all of his teammates back up. Negro trying to make something happen. Not able to do so. Elimination comes through. Very good for Layla to be able to do that with the Odin such close range. We love to see it, but now he's getting targeted. He's going to die here no matter what he does. Unfortunate situation. He gets killed from behind via a KRM from Senior J. Ole's going to use this hacker to his advantage. And it looks like Tokyo is able to get another frag onto Leap Wagner, but there's 2 more players from that team here. He's going to use the slide mechanic to get off that building. Stays alive to fight another day. Love to see it. So far, only the same team that we talked about earlier has died, OP. And now, with teams trading kills and not dying themselves, a lot of teams are about to close this gap. They were the first team to be eliminated in game number 5. This could be what everyone else needed. For them to die early was a travesty for the Middle East and European region. The 2 regions where I have lived my entire life. You would think that I want them to dominate like this, but I'd like a little bit closer of a tournament. I need the script writers to pop off this one, chat. Absolutely. As we hop on to watch a different team, you can see Leaper finding their way onto the top of Docks. Blake still with 10. We haven't seen these guys get many kills recently. Simp has the high ground here, but he's getting targeted by multiple different players on the roster. These guys need to get more aggressive if they want to stand a chance of doing anything. Remember, this is Team Aura. They are on 83 points. This is going to bring them over 100 after this game as Synth rotates into Cell House. He's going to get targeted, I believe. Yes, he is. It looks like both teams are going from 2 different angles here. He doesn't have a shotgun to be able to do anything, and that's going to be all she wrote for Synth. Bardax coming up first. See ya later, Alligator. That's not gonna go in the way of you, broski. Now, Pac-Man's team are actually taking down Aura. With only 1 player left on the Aura roster, Rosilti finally gets in. They were lucky they didn't get full wipe there because they all died at the exact same time. Rosilti luckily gets in, but he's gonna need to stay alive for a long time in this revive flight. 27 eliminations for him so far and his team. 4K main still alive, but not a lot of kills. So far, they're not getting any more points to close this gap with only 8 elims. They've spotted Chapo. Chapo's gonna get eliminated right here. Magic trying to make something happen, but it's not gonna go in his way. I don't think they do have Refitter to make something happen. But in between 2 different teams is gonna wreak havoc to their success. Tom's over here as well. But I think G will be the only one that actually goes for the push here, as we're gonna hop on board with Leap, as they're also in a fight inside of this house. Spotted a couple players above them. It is the Latin American GOAT team. As Stiller goes down, Slashy's still alive inside of the house, and it looks like Layla is a little bit further around. 16 elims for TSG. They're closing the gap just a little bit. We need more eliminations from all of these teams if they want to be able to catch up to that dominant roster of OP Eternity Zenith with 193 total points on the board. Stiller, they've spotted them landing in on the ground. They need TSG to go on that roof. They did, there's that. They literally went on the roof. A great play from TSG. Now they have roof control with this zone about to come in. Lovely jubbly. There is still lighthouse control being used from 4K looters, but with the team inside the house only having a couple of players left, they could easily push inside there, which is exactly what they're going to do. Shots go down. Goats lose all of their players inside of the house, and the house control goes to TSG. All 3 players get eliminated. Now they're going to be landing back into the match, but it's not going to be good for them as the house control has been lost. 20 points from TSG with house control and high ground is going to be great for them. That's going to be really, really good. House control is what you need in this situation. It would be even better if they had control of the roof, but it really doesn't matter because roof is going to get targeted by 4K looters. As you can see, 4K looters are going to shoot everyone on top of that roof with their height ground of last zone. They're not in the next zone, however. As you can see, that particular house is in next zone with high ground. It's going to be unbelievable. Great positional awareness from TSG here. Unfortunately, Holy Father's team has been eliminated. Ackman's team still alive, though. As Groen's gonna get knocked and killed outside of the zone. See you later, Alligator. All of GOAT are getting obliterated here. If he gets sniped, Zoidtopple, the entire team gets eliminated. Staying alive for a little while longer. He just needs to be safe. Don't do anything stupid, or you're gonna die and eliminate your entire team. 10 kills each from Flex and Bardax. This is a big game from them. 30 eliminations on the board. They're doing a lot of work here in game number 5. They needed to do this as they were down the leaderboard in the 5th, 6th place position after those first 2 games. Shots go down, easy pick and see you later, but Flex dies as well. And Bardax, their best player, able to land another. There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, 33 eliminations. They're going to be able to get their entire team back in the action. Shot goes down again. See you later. Hasbulla gets eliminated. And that's going to be another team out of this competition as GOAT get full elimed. African roster still alive with their Latin American brothers. 20 elims from them. They do have next zone as well, so they will be able to stay alive for a little bit longer. When it comes to rotational plays, they're in a tough situation. Shots go down. Interesting fight to take. I wouldn't take that fight myself, but Fright's still alive. He has been knocked, though. I don't know if there's any more. There should be another revive flight. It should say final flight for the last one. After the zone closes, we'll have to wait and see. 25 seconds for that to happen. ALCATRAZ coming down from the sky. He should probably land on Fright and get him back into the action. That's exactly what he's going to do. He's got an HVK, and I believe Fright has an Odin. Odin, definitely one of the best guns in the game, for sure, on this map, especially this zone. Look how open it is down in that lower quarter, the lower segment of the zone. G has a pretty interesting spot in zone. He's actually using the loadout to his advantage to stay alive. To stay alive. Ferg, don't go spec the team OP. Unfortunately, they're died. They've already died. I can't spectator them anyway. They're already eliminated. Nerosa dies outside of the zone. Weird way for him to die. I think it's because he was in a fight, but it's okay. 4K main need to stay alive for a little bit longer. G's the last hope for them to get any kind of points and close the gap between them and OP Eternity Zenith. I actually think TSG are going to tag them. Oh, sniper? Oh, he has an Arctic 50. Thermal scope, chat. This could be really good for him if he just stays alive for a little bit longer. You don't want the other 4K teams to come in here. Unfortunately, Chapo does get eliminated and knocked, but he is going to get revived. We'd love to see it. TSG still alive with all 4 of their players up. Like I said, they had the best position in the zone. They still have the best position in the zone as it is collapsing in itself. The final flight is coming down as we speak, chat. As we speak. Nerosa comes back into the action, but it's only him and his teammate as they're opting to go into the zone. I would have stayed in the water. I would have stayed in the water if I was them. Where the loadout drop is, but I guess it depends where the next zone shows. Let's see, will he go back or will they stay here in this water? Magic spotted both of them. Shot's gonna go down on the Rosa. Like I said, he should have used the loadout. He shouldn't have moved where he did. Let's see where the zone goes, and it's just going into collapse for the final one. They tried to move into central. Not good. Nerosa gets knocked, but G's still alive. Do not push anything, G. This is a bad play. This is a bad play. He's been spotted. He's dead. Ooh, Magic. Unfortunate situation for him. G with 11 health on the board. He's probably going to get targeted from the other 4K players. Chamo's been spotted. Shot's going to go down here. Lands a couple, but he gets eliminated in 7th place. Unfortunate situation for them to die so early as they were closing the gap. But now, TSG has something up their sleeves. Never mind. They all get eliminated as soon as I watch them. Mixed region still alive here, however, as Magic's the only person who's been eliminated on their team, along with Team Ackman, otherwise known as Alosos. Necro goes down. Fully elimination. Yes, it does. It comes through. Loading last alive in the team. 20 eliminations. This looks like it's going to go in the way of the Latin American team. 36 elims? That's probably going to be our second most elims. Ooh, yes it is. 37 of the entire tournament. A phenomenal game from them. It's going to skyrocket them up the leaderboard. If they're able to win this game, they'll go into the number 2 spot, right behind OP Zenith Eternity. They need to win this game. They have all 4 players left alive. Shots go down. Oh, Exotico's gonna get eliminated here. That's not good. Bardak's also going down. Leap are causing spoilers to them. Bazelti's over behind him. Takes a lot of shots onto him. Needs to get his teammate revived. Isn't able to do so. as Bullet comes in from the side. Jack 12 needs to be used. There it is. Now he can get his teammate back up. Gets more positional points, and hopefully should get his teammate revived. 40 total eliminations for this team. This is a very good game for the Latin American region, if I do say so myself, ladies and gentlemen. They could come through here and skyrocket up the leaderboards. They're already on 40 points just off kills this game, which puts them on to 123, which would technically put them into second place based off this game. They just need to get some more kills and some more positional points. You cannot stand there. Good job. Gets a custom shotgun in his hands. Oh, goes for the high ground. Lovely. He doesn't know that ALCATRAZ is down there. That's not good. Oh, he spotted him. There we go. Now they know. The zone is closing in, though. They don't have much time to work with here, ladies and gentlemen. Fright and ALCATRAZ have been spotted. Flex needs to do something about that. They're in a difficult spot. I want to see them win this game and skyrocket up that leaderboard. But don't let that distract you from the fact that Mixed Region has also had a great game today. Inside of game number 5, 23 kills. Not too shabby at all. Moving closer into the zone. This is going to be a very tricky fight for every team involved. This fight has been spotted. ALCATRAZ and Fright using the low ground to their advantage. Staying alive for a little bit longer. This is 4K Looters. They are down towards 7th place in the competition. If we want to see a big upset here, it would be them to win this game. But I would love to see Flex and Roselti clutch this up. Or even love to see the Mixed Region African and Latin America team clutch up as well. We've got 2 LATAM teams, a mixture of Africa, and then Filipinos. It looks like Flex is going to be the first to die here. They're getting targeted instantly, and they're not going to be able to win this game, but they still did get 40 kills, which is great for them as he's rotating out of the game. Uses his Igniter to his advantage just for a little while longer to stay alive. Oh, I don't know how he's still alive here. Roselti's also up. Finally gets eliminated. Oh my god, the zone's really coming in here. Shots go down. Flex somehow still pushing. Somehow he's still alive here. Oh, he could get the high ground. He could definitely... Oh, never mind. Chamo uses the Tempest to his advantage, and now it's a 3v2 situation. Mixed Region. Can Africa win another game inside of a major tournament for $10,000? It comes down in a 3v2 situation. Mona and Chapo still alive with Chamo. 2v3. They don't know where they are. Fright and ALCATRAZ can see them with the third-person peeker advantage. Shots go down. Black. Oh, I was about to say his name, but I'm not going to say it. Chapo, seen one of them. Mona's trying to make a push here. Fright goes down first. ALCATRAZ's last alive. He gets turned on, and a 27-kill elimination goes in the way of the African LATAM team known as Team Mixed Region. Phenomenal performance from them. Finally, we see the gap close for Team OP. I'm not sure how much this gap is going to close by, but it's going to be a considerable amount. Africa took the win on that one. LATAM did fantastic, and a couple of Filipino teams did very well as well. Unfortunately for that Middle Eastern and European team, my regions, they bowed out early, finishing last place, but 11 kills are going to go up to 204 points minimum. Actually 205 if you count their one placement point for that game, chat. Let's pull up the scoreboard. 40 kills and a third place finish is going to guarantee them about 47 total points off that game. That's a good performance from them. That will bring them up to 130 total points, which will skyrocket them up into contention with the #1 spot. They're still 60 points behind, though. Still 60 points behind. Keep in mind, they had a 72-point lead last game, OP Eternity Zenith. A 72-point lead, not on the team I just talked about, on the second place team. So the lead was astronomical going into that game. As we go down, you can see where everyone ended up inside of game number 5. We're going to get game 6 ready in just a moment, but you can see where all of your favorite players were. Down at the bottom of the scoreboard with 11 kills and a 10th place finish is Lotex's team with a Bull Slayer and ICANN. They were landed on again. Yet again, they got landed on. They survived it, got 11 kills, but unfortunately, they died finally early in the game. Not only early, first death for any team. I don't think it's going to be enough. I still think they have a very large chance of winning this entire competition. They just need to not die early. However, with Ackman's team landing on them, 4K Looters landing on them, all it would take is for TSG to go for them again like that game, and they could bow out instantly in game number 6, which would be catastrophic for their position on that leaderboard. Their first 3 games were so dominant. Even their first 4 games were so dominant, but a disappointing 5th place is going to close the gap for them. 4K Main also died quite early on in 7th place with only 11 kills. They're not really going to close the gap. They're actually going to drop significantly on that scoreboard with teams like Team Aura, Team Mixed Region, maybe even Ackman's team and TSG overtaking them. They might even fall down to 6th place or 5th place total. As we go and see where Ackman's team finished, you can see they were 5th place with 20 total eliminations. Good performance from them, if I do say so myself. I think they performed very well. And Leap had a little bit better of a game that time around. Good performance from them too. 21 kills and a 4th place finish. They have been pretty terrible after the first game. I mean, the first game they were 2nd place, and then after that, they just fell off completely. Saying that, though, there has been a shift in the tournament's leaderboards throughout pretty much every single game other than the top spot when it comes to Team OP, Eternity, Zenith. We're getting ready for the next game, chat. I'll go ahead and update the scoreboards for Game 5 as soon as I can. As for now, however, I'm going to let my voice take a little break, take a vitamin C drink, and get some snacks, because we're about to go into the final 2 games where we will be able to crown, for the first time ever in the last 5 years, the kings of the fan favorite map. None other than ALCATRAZ. W Chapo indeed, ladies and gentlemen. Love to see the African support coming through in the chat. We don't get much African support, so when we see it, it's W Africa. You guys know I love you, all right? Let's set the record straight. You guys should know I love Africa. I always love having you guys in the competition. Don't let any creators say otherwise. We love Africa. There's a reason I always invite you to these events. There's a reason I was the first person to bring you into the majors. Okay? I love you guys. W Chapo indeed, TikTok. Good job to Africa for winning that game. Let's go! Game number 6, ladies and gentlemen. The final 2. The final 2 games. Can OP Eternity hold on to their lead, or will they bow out early like last game? One thing's for certain is I'm watching their drop. I want to know how many teams land on top of them and where they land as a unit. Do they decide to go somewhere else? Do they know other teams may target them because of the position that they're in? Speaking of positions, you can now see on your screen the updated scoreboards for every team. There's still a 70-point lead. They need another terrible game for them to lose that number 1 spot. Shots going down. Ardax gets eliminated instantly. They are getting landed on by a different team this time. I'm not too sure what's going to come of it, as it looks like a Bull Boss does get eliminated early on. Holy Father's team have landed beside them as well. Every single team seems like they're landing over by the Cell House nowadays. Lowtex, Ken, and Slay are still all alive for a little bit longer. Ackman goes down from Lowtex. Frenemies again. I think Lowtex has killed Ackman at least 5 times inside of this competition for the ALCATRAZ tournament. Middle East and Europe, definitely the dominant region inside of the ALCATRAZ games, even though they have the worst ping for this lobby. I believe they're playing on 120 MS. So there is absolutely no reason for anyone to be shouting ping difference right now, because they are cooking on it. Slayer takes down Holy Father. Let's hop on to his POV right now. See where he's at. He's over by the lighthouse building. He spotted Flex. Lowtex takes down Ackman again. That is the 6th time we've seen Lowtex take down Ackman inside of this competition. Ackman is going to absolutely hit him by the end of this ALCATRAZ Worlds Tournament. Tokyo lands up above. And it looks like he's going to land right down onto Lotex's path. Easy wipe for Lotex here. 5 eliminations from the team instantly. Love to see it. Holy Father landed on him this time. Holy Father able to take him down. Never mind, it was Loading. Loading took him down. Ken and Slayer, the last alive for the teammates. Slayer rotates out of this position. He knows he doesn't want to die here at all. He doesn't want the teammates to get bowed out early game. They did it last time, but they're still in the lead by over 70 points. A phenomenal lead to have, even though they were the first team to die early in the competition. All 4 of their players are finally back alive as 4K main trying to make something happen. They're currently 2nd place. To be honest, I'm surprised they didn't drop lower after that performance last game, but I guess they got a couple of kills. And they're still in 2nd place unless Jeff dies here. If Jeff dies here, they're going to fall super, super low. Manzu getting a couple of frags. Jeff just staying alive. He doesn't need to do too much other than stay up. Tokyo's team has 3 elims. This is 4K overload. I think the strategy of OP is to get 3 players into fights early game, get as many kills as possible, and leave 1 person out. And it seems like the person that they stay away from is Slayer. He always rotates out as soon as they... See, he's not taking any aggressive fights. He's always the last person alive in these situations early game, and he allows his other teammates to rush in and try and get as many eliminations. They don't really care about killing full teams. All they want is early game elims. Now with Slayer knowing his full team is back into the action, he can rotate into a power position, and he knows that there's a lot of teams around him. He does have the Jack 12 in his hand. Could get a free kill here onto Holy Father. Holy Father opts to go to the lighthouse building instead. Slayer now spotted Necro from behind, still not taking the fights, and unfortunately for him, a terribly defensive play from Slayer actually comes back to bite him. Looking over onto Ackman, his team does have 7 eliminations for this game 6. After game 5, they still are in the lead. Team OP Eternity Zenith. Ackman's team are a little bit further down the leaderboard at 6th place. He's getting landed on here by Fright. You should get this elimination, no. Ooh, never mind. A secondary player's gonna land right on him, and Lotex gets another elimination onto Secret. Actually, Iken gets the confirmation of that elimination. A bull boss has been fully eliminated from Stiller. Ooh, difficult situation for Slashy. He's gonna go down as well. 8 LMs for this team. They're looking real good right now. If any team wants to stand a chance of winning this, they need to take them down early. Iken knows that there's another player from Team TSG. Oh, this is bad for him. He's gonna get 3rd party here. See you later, Alligator. Nothing you can really do about that, Layla. That's gonna be all she wrote for you. Slayer probably out of the action as well. There he is. He's further back. Let's see what Holy Father in the roster's doing from 4K overload. Oh, they're safe for now. They're sitting inside of cell houses. Lotex does get knocked. I would say that the best thing that they could do right now is to just knock this team and not fully eliminate them. But will they choose to not knock and fully eliminate them? Or will they choose to just keep getting the points? Because if they knock everyone and don't fully eliminate them, then they can't come back in the revive flight as fast. Which means they have more chance of them actually losing and bowing out of the game and getting fully eliminated. I don't think any team will ever really think that far into the competition like that, but it will be interesting to see if we see anything like it. Good play from Slayer, a very aggressive push on to Stiller. Shots go down, Fright's probably going to get eliminated here. Never mind, the full roster's inside. Lotex does get fully eliminated. Oh. Come on, guys. You need to do something here. You can't let him get absolutely obliterated. Oh, my gosh. What are you guys doing? 4K looters. That was terrible. It was a 4v2. Could have did a little bit more there, but they're going to extend their lead now with 13 total eliminations. OP Eternity Zenith. All 4 of their players up and alive as Stiller takes a 3rd party onto Fright. Hopping back over to 4K main. They've spotted Synth. I don't think they're going to push into there. They might think that Synth has a couple of teammates. Let's see what's going on over here. Oh, yep, they're going to actually go for it now. All 4 of the players rushing him. Synth's trying to get out of this situation as fast as possible. I wouldn't take that fight either, bro. He's got a terrible gun to take the fight with anyway. You need a shotgun for that kind of close range encounter. If I do say so myself, broski. Their team are around each other now. 2 up on top of the watchtower with the scoped swordfish. And then 2 inside. Oh, unfortunately, Holy Father's gonna get eliminated. What was that? How did you die there, Holy? I don't understand what's just happened to him. He should have got that kill. He shouldn't have died up there in the lighthouse, right? Come on, Holy, lock in, bruh. We need to see you lock in. Nope, TSG now in a fight against the top dog team. Shots go down. Slashy's gonna die first, unfortunately. We'll hop on over to Ken. He's further up. Let's see what Slayer's up to. Secret's further back. This team is on the leaderboards right beside them. They're on 127. It looks like everyone is close together except OP Eternity. Secret stays alive for a little bit longer, but the shots are going to come down from the AK-117. Everyone in this lobby is fingers crossed that they go down as fast as possible. That 63 kill win shot them into the stratosphere. We haven't seen a game quite like it since. As we hop on now with Senior J. He's going to go down there. Necro is last alive for Team Ackman, being a Losus. I can able to get another knock here as well. Necro could get eliminated. He doesn't have a shotgun. Now he does. He got a 1-pumper. He's got a KRM. Bang, lands a shot, not with a 1-pump. He's going to get a 1-pumped in return. It's going to be Chapo from Africa. Love to see it. Africa's very own putting on a performance on the main stage. I want to go and see what OP are up to here. They've now got position of the cell house. Oh, that was bad from a ball boss. He's going to get knocked for such a terrible mistake here. Looks like Resulti's also going to go down, but we'll hop back on to OP. As they do have 3 players alive right beside each other. A bull boss does get fully eliminated. What's going to happen here? Low-Tech's still alive. Slayer gets knocked. Oh, if Slasher had taken down Low-Tech's, they would have been in a bad situation, but they stay alive to fight another day. 20 eliminations on the board. Secret's probably going to die here as well. 21. They're doing really good in this game as well. They might be able to extend their lead even here. It looks like 4K me and just trying to stay alive. They don't want to take any fights. They're just chilling. Chilling like a villain as usual. Holy Father, on the other hand, he's still on top of this lighthouse. It seems like this is their favorite spot to go to now. Oh dear, 2 people landing on them at the same time. Ranzu, what are you doing? Oh my god, 4K fighting each other. It's a betrayal of the main stage. See you later, Ranzu. He finally gets fully eliminated. See you later, Alligator. As we'll hop on over to 4K main. Can they close the gap? It's not looking likely. They only have 12 eliminations. They need to do more than this. As there's 21 from the top team. A Bullboss gets knocked again, but it looks like the retaliation kill comes through from Low-Tech's. Up in the tippity top, he does have a 1-pump. Shots go down, able to land a shot onto the Necro. Using movement to his advantage, he pops the Trickster. Oh, doesn't know where he is. Psychosis is going around. Ken's right beside him. They could be able to take down Ackman from the roof here. Ackman drops down anyway. He gets speared by Slayer. Oh my god, his old teammates have been absolutely dominating him here. We need to see a little bit better of a performance from the GOAT himself. Capo's gonna get naded here from Exotico. Does it land? No, it doesn't, but it was a very good nade, if I do say so myself. Flex with 13. He may get the most kills of any singular player in one game if he's able to keep this up. The most so far, I believe, was 18. Shots go down, able to get the knock. Can he get out of the situation? Not looking likely. He's probably gonna die here from the side. Oh my god, still alive. 7 HP on the board. No way. Oh my god, still 7 HP. How are you still alive? This is ridiculous. That is absolutely crazy. I cannot believe Flex has stayed up this long. The movement is phenomenal. The gameplay is astronomical. It's out of this world. He could get the full kill here. He's gonna go for it. Oh, not able to do so, but he does get the full kill. Unfortunately, he's not able to get Holy Father as well, but that leaves him on 13. 14, there we go. Finally got the kill confirmed. Well played to him. That's a lot of frags are coming in the way of OP again. They had a bad game last time, but they're still in this competition at the tippity top. Indeed they are. Bong bong sahur. Oh! Flex is landing on this roster. It's 4K up there, Tokyo. What are you going to be able to do here? Not much, as he's getting eliminated from Low-Tech's of all people. Why did Low-Tech's kill him? Oh, he was the one that landed on him. Interesting. 25 eliminations. They're performing very well as we're going to hop on board with Africa. Africa playing a little bit slower than the other teams, but at least they're getting the eliminations, and at least they won last game. DSG, on the other hand, over by the campsite, not able to get many kills. In fact, they're all just dying off. It's been a very disappointing game from them so far. They just keep continuously dying. 10 limbs from OP. Can. Bots G or G. Not sure if he should push that, to be honest. I wouldn't push that myself. Not gonna lie, I don't think I would push that 4K main, but they are gonna get rotated on from behind. Oh dear, this is bad. They rotate down, and they're gonna have low grind. With the team pushing them from behind as well, this is gonna be havoc on them. G's trying to be their last line of defense, and it's not looking likely that he's gonna be able to do anything here. Oh. Ken goes down. Slayer goes down. Low Tech's still alive, but he's outside of the zone. Just needs to stay alive for a little bit longer. All 4 of the players come back in. It's not gonna really be too bad for them. As OP still alive, even though they hard pushed that team. Really, Holy? This is what's going on here, broski? I thought you were meant to be the Holy One. I thought you were meant to be the Father. At least he's got a KRM. If anyone pushes into that room, he should be able to survive it. He's waiting for all 3 of his teammates to come back in. The revive flight's not for a little bit because it came just before they all died. Unfortunate situation for him to be in. He's just playing solo dolo for a bit. Here we go, Remy's back into the action. The zone has closed over. And now we're waiting for another 2 minutes before it closes yet again. Teams need to take down OP if they want to stand a chance of winning this. And Ken is still alive in the same spot he was in earlier in the competition. We've seen him chilling here before. Yes, we did. What a position to have in the zone, isn't that right? It looks like Slayer's going to get one of the players, but he's going to get knocked as well. Ken's going to come from behind here. Can he get any shots on? He doesn't let him know that he's there, and he rotates behind instead. And now one of only 2 players left on his team. Low-Tex has been spotted. He's trying to make something work here, but he needs to rotate out of this situation. He does have plates to work with. Oh, dearie me, he's getting targeted by every single person on the planet right now. Hiding in the bathroom. Oh, they don't go for him. Good job. They didn't go for him at all. But it looks like Ken's in a little bit of a tricky one here. As Slayer gets revived and he's back into the action. I think that a bull boss might be fully eliminated now, though. As Low-Tex finally goes down, fully eliminated Slayer and Ken last alive for the team. They need to take him down early because they already have 28 total eliminations. If they get good placement points here, it's going to be terrible for them. Slayer doesn't make it on top of the roof, and that means that he's going to have to go into a difficult spot. Nicely done. Straight off, landing in, getting the 29th kill for the team. Good job from them. Ken and Low-Tex are back as well. Let's see what's up with Africa and Latin America. Lovely shot there onto Remy, and that's going to be 4K Overload completely eliminated from this competition. Game number 6. Remember, there's one more game after this, ladies and gentlemen. There's one more game. As we wait to see if Mona can land another snipe onto Negi. Shots. Could go down here. Oh, doesn't land it. Still doesn't land it. Mona, what's going on, broski? What is going on? The goat from Africa needs to do a little bit better than that. Speaking of goats, though, Flex from the Latin American region has 16 total elims by himself. Remember, they're part of Team Aura, and they're one of the teams that are trying to close the gap between them and OP Eternity Zenith. Speaking of that team, they do have 10 kills from Slayer here. Last alive in the roster. They are 7th place if they die here. This is definitely doable if he stays alive for a little bit longer. Slayer could guarantee himself a lot of points here. He's in the next zone. Unfortunately, another team is going to go ahead and push into the opposing roster in front of him. So that means that OP are going to stay alive for a little bit longer. I'm sure everyone in the chat from outside of the Middle East and Europe wants these guys to fall. Unfortunately, it looks like Middle East and Europe are just too strong when they team up with each other. ALCATRAZ also trying to stay alive for a little bit longer. If he dies, they're going to give more placement points to Slayer, which won't be good for everyone else. Nobody is going into this house because they think there's a team in it, when in fact, it's just Slayer inside of this house right now, and I think he's going to get himself another placement point for this positioning that he currently has in the game, chat. He's just trying to stay alive for as long as possible. Flex also chilling as well. They got Refitter, they've got Kinetics. These guys, I think, will be very good going into this late game. No more redeployments available. This is all you see, ladies and gentlemen, as we go into the final zone. It's going to close over in about a minute and a half here. 27 eliminations for this team. Negi still alive on the last revive flight. There's none left. He can get high ground, honestly. Nobody can target him or take him out of this high ground, which is great. Yeah, good job from him. Very good. Okay, he doesn't need to worry about a thing. He could also get a good placement position. ALCATRAZ, I mean, come on. This is a great spot to sit in if he wants to stay alive for a little bit longer. I can't believe Slayer is still up here, though, as every single team is deciding where they want to be, and I think we're going to have a wheat off here as Fury are over. This is all of Akman's teammates except for Akman. We've got the Africans and Latin American region over here, known as Team Mixed region. We've seen them win a match from this position before. Can they win again? Shots go down over onto Leap. We can see them right now in the house. They definitely have the best position in the zone as a team, but I would love to see if these guys can do what it takes. Team Aura to take them out and basically push themselves closer to the #1 spot, because it's only Slayer left, and if he dies now, he gets way less overall points. They're gonna have to push into him. Slayer may be able to take down one of them, I would say. We're gonna hop on board with him right now. He does have what I believe to be a buy 15 and an AK-117 custom, as the zone is about to collapse in 10 seconds. This could decide if they win the tournament or if they bow out early. 29 eliminations, a 7th place finish. They're gonna get a lot of points for this game regardless, but it's whether or not people will be able to close the gap on Slayer's team. They need to close the gap this game, and they need to close the gap next game. It looks like teams are purposely rotating away from Slayer. They're not even going for him anymore, which is crazy. No teams know that he's in there. They probably think if there is anyone in there, it's a full roster. Fury pushing in to Leap here. This is Akman's roster, able to take down one. Dawn's gonna go down. They're going central zone in the house as well, so they're good for now. Everyone walking past Slayer, nothing happening. Everyone has walked right past him. Wagner goes down as well. It's all down to his ability to just stay alive and get some placement points. Slayer still up here. He's made no signs. Everyone has walked right past him. A very good play from Slayer. Staying alive. He hasn't got placement points yet or a kill, but it looks like, oh my god, he's staying alive for even longer. As we go on board with Team Aura, they're in the house beside him, but they don't know he's there. They don't know Slayer is right there beside them. Absolutely no idea. And right beside this team is 4K main. Slayer could come in with a third party here using a buy 15 or an AK-117 to his advantage. The best teams in the zone. Oh, Hezbollah. What a positional play for him. It looks like loading might go for him though. Loading spotted him. There it is. Slayer confirms himself another spot in this zone, and he finally goes down in 6th place position, able to get themselves some more points. Actually not, because he gets the same points. Unfortunate. He needed another position to get any more. But as we can see, Team Aura, they're doing really good here. I think they will win this game if it isn't for 4K main to say something about it. Both of these teams are at the tippity top of the leaderboard. They're right second and... ooh, 4th. 4K main staying alive. Akman's team also still in this. They're 6th place, however, so I would like to see them die earlier. I need to see a 4K main and a Team Aura final zone. 4 teams still alive. The African team has been eliminated, unfortunately. Nagy still up as well. This is 4K Looters on the tippity top. They are currently 7th place in the competition. Bardax, Roselti, and Flex. They're going to be struggling here. I think this is going to go in the way of 4K main. I really do. As this final zone collapses in on itself, they have the best position if they don't get pushed out of it early. Everyone is going to get pushed out of this zone. They need to use smokes. Do they have any smokes? They need a smoke right here. They're going to die. 4K main may get eliminated here because of lack of smoke. They have tricksters, they have igniters, and it looks like the push is coming in first by the Latin American team. They're gonna die instantly. Nagy's up on top of the rip. He's trying to make Spoiler onto his 4K compadres. Spoiler doesn't come through. 4K main are able to close this out. I think they're gonna take the W here. Everyone's right in front of them, and that's gonna be all she wrote, ladies and gentlemen, as Senior J can't do anything. And a 31 kill first place performance from 4K main puts them straight up into the leaderboard. They're going to confirm their 2nd place position so far, but they're still going to be a little bit further behind the the team known as OP Eternity Zenith. They're going to need to have an insane Game 7. And everyone needs to pray that OP Eternity Zenith dies early. We've seen them get landed on, but they never die early enough to really make an impact. And since they finished in 6th place with 29 points, they're probably, you know what, let me pull up the point scores on YouTube main broadcast with that lovely transition of ALCATRAZ. They do get 3 points for that, so they're still going to get 32 points for that game. 32 points for that game alone is still a lot of points. They're going to go up to about 237 total points, which is the biggest point total we've seen in a very long time. Congratulations to 4K main for dominating that game. They were the most kills out of any team. An unfortunate ending there by the guys over at the Latin American team Aura, and a good clutch up towards the end as well from Ackman's team. I was kind of hoping that the Latin American team would still do a little bit better towards the end, but they're going to do all right in terms of total points. Everyone catching up to OP Eternity a little bit here, but because of that 63 kill win that they got in the second game, it's looking unlikely. Unless another team is able to match or beat that game, it's going to be a hard challenge for every single other team inside of the competition, chat. So far, so good inside of this tournament. It has been absolutely amazing. Lots of intense fights, lots of craziness. Dare I say it's been more chaotic than a normal isolated? That's just my opinion, though. You can let me know what you think in the chatting ton, though. Bow down to the kings. That's what's being spammed in the TikTok chat. I'll take it. I'll take it. I don't know why people are spamming 26 in the YouTube short form, but it's something to do with the Middle East, I guess. I'm not really too sure about it. We're getting ready for the 7th and final game. If you're new, make sure to hit the follow button, hit the subscribe button, and if you're watching any of the watch parties, hit the follow or subscribe button for them as well. And also, make sure to give them some donations or some gifts, chat. I know they'll appreciate it. Alrighty, chat. We're getting ready for game number 7. The final game in the competition, Chattington. It all comes down to this. The stage has been set. OP Zenith Eternity need to die early. They need to die early. Thanks for all the follows and subs, chat. Appreciate it. As early as possible for anyone else to stand a chance. If they die instantly, it's anyone's game. If they stay alive, it's going to be a tough one. It's going to be a very tough one. W to Africa as well. They've played well today. They might even go up the scoreboards. Who knows after that game? Because they survived a long time in there as well. Team Mixed Region. They were 3rd place at the start of that game. 4 Kings main, I think, are going to stay ahead of them because they won with a little bit more kills. But hopefully they stay in the 3rd place. That would be good if they could. Waiting for Flex to get out of that, and then we're going to start game 7, Chattington. 6-7. Odds permanently ban me, but then bring me back. Let's do this. The 7th and final game, ladies and gentlemen. We're getting the scores tallied up for the 6th game right there. We already know the OP Zenith is in the lead for now. Everyone else is trailing behind them. Let's watch where they land and see if they can become the most dominant team in ALCATRAZ history. Let's go! Let's go! All right, they're landing in here again, chat. They've landed here before pretty much the entire game they've came here. Will they be able to do anything about it off drop again? Ken's gonna die instantly. That's not good for Ken. We're updating the scoreboard as we speak on the TikTok, YouTube. You're already updated. Ken's first to drop on the team. Do they have what it takes to stay alive? I think they do. Oh, I got the wrong. I need to get the right. I need to get the right one. They're staying alive for now. Low-Tex is safe. Slayer is safe as well. He landed in the lighthouse. He knows what's going on here, chat. He does not want to die early game. He's trying to get some free eliminations from the side. As Now the scoreboard is updated everywhere. This is the 7th and final game. A bull boss gets eliminated instantly here, and it looks like Brazilti's gonna get killed probably as well. See you later, Slayer, picking up the first kill for the team. That's gonna be them on 238 points total. The gap has been closed by 4K main. There's only 50 points left in it. They could close this gap if they have a phenomenal game and, of course, OP die early. Shot's going down. Lotex is really far away as it looks like a bull boss gets eliminated again by Necro. A lot of teams want to see these guys fail. They're definitely the most hated right now. Can's also going to drop, and it looks like a bull boss comes back in for a little bit longer. A lot of people landing over in the lighthouse, though. Brazilti goes out of there. Tokyo's chasing him down, and a bull boss is in. Can he do anything about it? Slayer's right in front of them. They're going to get a couple of kills here, I think. Yes, they do, but Flex is right there to get a trade. Slayer goes down again. A bull ball's up on top. He's died twice already. He only has 3 lives left. Flex has spotted him. He gets turned on. Oh my god. Flex is one of the most underrated players we've ever seen in these tournaments. I've never heard of this guy, and he's popping off today. What a great, great player. What a great pickup for Team Aura. Lotex, EMP here. They're all split up. He's going to go down again. This could be the collapse. They're collapsing and falling like Rome. Ken has been knocked, but he's not fully eliminated. Interesting. And Slayer is right beside him as Lotex comes back down. I think he might go to the lighthouse again. This is bad, bro. Can's knocked and he's not getting revived here. So if 3 of these guys die, they could go out. Slayer has been spotted by a different team, which is also pretty bad. Oh my god, they're getting targeted. Can's down fully. Lotex comes back in. A bull boss is up as well, but I think Slayer may die here to this team. It's the Latam team. Yes, he does. Insta kill. See you later. Now it's all down to Lotex. Slayer comes back. There we go. It all comes down to these guys. They've only got 2 eliminations, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for the galaxy, man. I appreciate it. Try Legend. Much love, brother. But as you can see, all of these players have died multiple times. They only have a couple of lives left. They know if they die 5 or more times, they're going to get eliminated instantly. They need to stay up for as long as possible. They don't want to take any of these stupid fights anymore. And it looks like that's exactly what they're going to do. They're over by docks. Nobody's even close to them anymore. If a team wanted to take them down right now, they would need to all go to docks and probably, I mean, it would be a 3v4 if they were able to pull it off. There's only 3 of them there. Lotex is a little bit further up, but they know they want to get more kills in this. They're actually going to target and go further up the map for those eliminations. If I was them, I would play extremely passive and just go for the placement points, because the kills will come regardless, but they could still die early. Definitely could happen, as we're going to hop on board another player from the team. Never mind. We might as well stay here and watch Patata. Oh, he turns on him. Wow. A bull boss has been filing out here. Slayer goes down too. Now it's all down to Ken and Lotex to make something happen. A bull boss has died many times. I think we've seen him die 3 or 4 times now, so he won't have many lives left. I don't know about Slayer. I think Slayer's only died a couple times, so he'll be able to come back. Flex is last alive on his team as well. He needs to stay alive. Oh my god, Flex, you need to stay alive right now. No, that was a bad play. Oh, he stayed alive. I couldn't even commentate. I was so focused in on whether he could stay up. These guys have 17 eliminations. If they take down OP Eternity Zenith right now, they win. If they're able to do it and they clutch up and win this game, they need to take OP down ASAP. They need to keep their kills coming and win this game, and they could win. They could win the entire event. They just need to lock in right here. It looks like somebody else is locked in, however, as Slayer has spotted Ranzu. Leap are over on the side, but I'm not sure if they'll be able to get out of this situation. Oh, dearie me. The Slay comes down. Slayer's able to take down one, but he's going to get killed as well. Trades come in from a bull boss. And now the mixed region team knows that they're around here. They could push this. They're not going to go for it. 4 eliminations on the board for OP. Lotex has landed far away from them, so they're going to stay alive for a little bit longer. Leap buys out. They're going to get fully eliminated as well. 7 teams are remaining. Let's hop on board to the team that is doing a lot so far inside of this game. Magic going to go ahead and drop. Oh. Oh my god. A little bit of Latam on Latam action right there as Bro gets eliminated on the main stage. Deepers, creepers. Thanks, Capitan. Appreciate you, brother. Jeff's still alive from 4K main. They only have 7 kills, however. They're not going to be able to close the gap on this one. 515's up there, ready to be used. Flex's team is still alive. Flex definitely the most underrated player in this tournament. If I could give him an underrated reward, I would, but maybe we'll do that in the next season of events. Oh, shots go down. Almost cracks him. Not able to do so, though. As we hop on board with OP, they have 6 eliminations right now. Shots go down. Not able to kill him. Barely able to do anything to him, to be honest. Renzo struggling here. Low-Tech's going to go up first on the ladder. Not doing anything, bro. Guys, you need to be better than this. Slayer kills him from the side, and that's going to be all she wrote for young Renzo there. See you later, alligator. OP Zenith. 7 elims. It's been a low kill game, but they're all still up. They needed to die early. They still could lose this if Flex can get more elimination. It would need to be a big game from him, though. And his team. As we hop on and we can see Holy Father still alive here. He's got 6 elims. Let's go, Holy. Let's go, broski. Doing good. Indeed. He's gonna land over to the lighthouse. It seems like there's a lot of people landing here. Just getting kills every time they spawn in. Turns on Rizilti. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Holy gets another. That's him up to 7 total eliminations. Phenomenal job from him this game. He's been playing pretty well. Unfortunately, his team have not been doing too good together. They are last place so far as Flex dies again, and I feel like, oof, it's looking tough for them. 4K mains may be our last hope. We want a team to take down OP. That 63 kill win just did so much for them. It took them into next level. They're targeting this other player now. They're going to go up the ladder. I don't think he really stands a chance. Oh, dearie me, Bardax. Oh my god, Bardax could turn on him. You could turn on him. Oh my gosh. A bull balls. That might be in a ping diff situation, but still, you should have got that kill with the shoddy. Oh, dearie me, Bardax gets the limb. They've only got 8 total kills this game. Thank you, 5 gifted memberships. I'm not going to call out your name. I'm not going to call that name out, but I appreciate the 5 gifts. As a bull boss is eliminated, we'll hop on board with Holy Father. What can he do in this situation? He's trying to get off out of last place position. I mean, is it even possible? Last place position right now, 68 points. They're 21 points behind Goats. Has Goats really done anything this game? They have. They're extending their lead. I don't know. Holy Father and the boys may finish last. Oh dear. That would not be good, chat. That would not be good at all. I scrum diddlyumptiouses. As we hop on over. You can see the main OP team. Killing like villains. Speaking of main teams though, here is the 4K main roster. As they're landing shots on the Slayer. Hands right below them here as well. He's trying to land shots onto somebody else. The guy's decided he wants to rotate back. Bardak's not able to do anything there, and it looks like Synth has also been knocked and fully eliminated. Hopping on to Holy Father, last player on the team. He stayed alive for a long time here. I'm sure his girl would be proud. Hacker being used again. It's terrible in this, but I mean, it's better than nothing. As a bull boss is rotating inside. Oh my god, shot through the wall. Wow, okay. He's rotating inside cell house, but it looks like 4K main knew he was coming. Able to take down Patata here. Turns on Ross Kid, but not before Jeff gets eliminated. Oh, one pump straight to the face. See you later, G. Tom and Rose are the last 2 alive on the team. 14 kills as a unit. Don't think that's going to be enough, ladies and gentlemen. Flex has 14 kills by himself. I think Flex might even have the most kills in the competition at this point. He's been doing double-digit kills all day. Somebody get him a better roster. Actually, you know what? Aura have been playing pretty damn well. Aura have been playing pretty damn good. Inside of this tournament, if I do say so myself. Since it's going to drop here. See where the teammates are. Okay. Ooh, nice spot from Exotic. Goat's still alive here. We're trying to stay in 9th place. Holy Father's trying to catch him. 8 limbs from Holy as well. Let's go, the broski himself. He may be able to win a game here. I think if he won a game, it would be the first time they ever won one inside of the tournaments, which would be a history maker for sure. Unfortunately for him, Synth is going to die instantly. See you later, as Can is able to take him down as soon as he lands. Where is Ken? Ah, they're holding the top of Cell House as the circle is on Cell House. We could see an OP Zenith win here for game number 7, being the final game of the tournament. 10 eliminations, though. Not a big game from them, but to be honest, they can just play very passive. They don't need to worry about something when it comes to being aggressive because their lead is so large. It looks like 4K are worrying about a lead, though, as they take out Magic from the LATAM and African roster. Camo is down and around here. They're going for the ultra-aggressive mode. See you later, alligator. They're not going to go for that final player, though. Mona stays alive for a little bit longer. Team mixed region, trying to get his teammates back into the competition. These guys have 18, and it looks like the team beside them also has a lot of kills as well, being 28. Damn, bro. If they push super aggressively, they could still do it, but OP need to die. They need to get like a 60 kill win for this to happen, and I don't think they're going to be aggressive enough for it. They might just play off for second place. Holy, what are you doing? Oh, never mind, shots go down here. 2 other players are eliminated. There goes Ken. It's all down to Lotex and a Bull Boss. Not sure when the next revive flight is, ladies and gentlemen. Seems like their teammates are going to come back, though. Lotex and a Bull Boss stay alive to fight another day. Tom going up the stairs. Spots Lotex. Doesn't want to take that fight. Going for him again now. Spots him one more time. Nade comes through. Nade won't land on anyone, I don't think. Should be good to get out of that situation. And I do think that Ken could be fully dead here. Never mind, he's back in. It just hadn't updated for me. The whole team is back. Back and ready to attack. It's Lotex is using the third-person peeking mechanic to his advantage. Flex on 15 total elims. He needs to do a little bit more if he wants his teammates to take the win. Why are people typing Ferg baddie pics? Guys, stop typing Ferg baddie pics in my TikTok chat. Bro, stop spamming Ferg baddie pics, bro. You dumbasses are distracting me. Anyway, 4K me and 21 eliminations on the board. Looking good for their final game. Game number 7. It looks like they're trying to rotate around the backside of OP. This is the battle of number 1 and 2 in the competition. They would need to take them down here if they want to stand a chance of winning it. The lead could be crushed in moments. Oh, they've spotted them. They've absolutely spotted them. Surely you spotted them. They didn't see them until it was too late. Wow. OP are playing very defensively. You know why, because they have such a strong lead. They just want to stay alive for as long as possible and make it into the end game. Only 6 teams left alive for now. Shots going down onto the other players of 4K main. Lotex still camping inside of here, using third-person peeking angles to his advantage. Great play by him. Flex still camping and moving up passively. Not too good from them. They should be pushing more. They had such a good chance to win this tournament and take it from OP Zenith. They just need to be more aggressive. Holy father, still alive. Don't know how he's been up this entire time. He's the last player alive on the team. Tappity tap tap tap. EMP drone gets destroyed. Holy father. Where's the next zone? Ooh, he's actually kind of close to it. He could get into the next zone. He doesn't need to worry about it. If he goes down into the ruins here, yeah, he could stay alive. We could see a Holy Father clutch for sure. Oh, you need to see clutch up is Team 4K man. Lotex is right below them here. They could land on him. Just land on him, please. There's 2 of them down there. It's a 4v2. Go for it. Lotex gets eliminated. Can's further back. Slayer goes away. Now the rest of them are far. Third-person peeking angles are ajar. The shots go down. There goes Tom from 4K man. That's not good. These guys are stalking them from the other side of the zone pretty much. That's not good at all. For any other team, they've been spotted. Lotex gets knocked and full killed again from Jeff. Players from OP have been spotted. Oh my god. The African Latin American roster are out in the open. They could die here. They need to use smokes to their advantage if they have any. As it looks like Ken and Slayer are shooting right at them. They do have a decent position and zone. The final revive flight's coming in here, and it seems like Lotex is back in the action. 10 eliminations so far from the team. they die early, it's still possible that they lose this just because of this team getting a lot of points along with Flex. Did Flex's team need to rush, bro? They need to rush. 4K, Nagy, and the looters go and get fully eliminated. Holy Father finally gets pushed out of the competition as well. As we see the African and LATAM team still alive with 19. This really is going to come down to that 163 game performance. Because all the other teams are right beside each other as Lotex does get knocked here. Mona's going to get traded with by Jeff. As he gets the full kill. Lotex can't get revived. It's a 3-man situation. Shots go down, not able to land them onto the team rotating in. Lotex looking like he could get revived, if I do say so myself. All the teams left have 4 players except for the African roster, as Mona has been eliminated. Lotex gets revived. They don't have many kills here, but they do have a good amount of points in the lead. They're all camping now. No team wants to take the first engagement. There's only 4 teams left alive. 25 kills from 4K main. 28 from LATAM's team Aura. 10 from OP. And 19 from the African LATAM team mixed region. Zone's going to close in here in about 26 seconds. 4K need to wipe absolutely everyone right now, or it's cooked. They need to wipe OP first. Out of all of the teams, it needs to be an OP team wipe instantly. Without a doubt. Little Spear, can you do the Ferg throw? You want to do the Ferg throw for me, G? I know you want to do it. I know you want to do it, bro. He's not going to do it, is he? He ain't going to do it, chat. What a loser. Hey, yo. 2nd place for a reason. Holy, they're trading guns over here by OP. This is the last game, ladies and gentlemen. And it all comes down to this moment. Who's going to be remembered as the winner of the last game of the ALCATRAZ first ever $10,000 Worlds Tournament. If you want to see something like this again, let us know. We could definitely do another ALCATRAZ tournament. It has been a ton of fun. Very aggressive, fast fighting pace. Indeed. Or even we should try a Blackout tournament again. It's been a while. That would be a really good spot for somebody to be in, but unfortunately, there's nobody there, Lotex. There's nobody there as the zone closes in. OP. If they win this game, they win it all. Undoubtedly. 4 players left alive. The zone's closing in. They do have center zone as well. I think they may be able to clutch this up, ladies and gentlemen. OP Eternity Zenith. The African team is right in front of them with the LATAM players. Hackers being used, but they don't really have many places to rotate to except for directly into that roster. It will be a tough situation for them to get out of. Speaking of tough situations, whoa, that was loud. The toughest is the 4K team up here on the roof. The zone's finally closing over. Flex is below him with his entire Aura roster. All 4 of these teams left alive are top 4 in the competition. It's all top 4 teams left up, and we're going to be watching the fight over on the side of the African team. They have nowhere to go here. I feel like OP is going to take them out as soon as they can. There's really nowhere for them to rotate for. Unfortunately, it's going to be a bloodbath, and I think the OP are going to take this game, ladies and gentlemen. They do have the best spot in the zone. They have a cliff to work with. Their central zone as well. They can spot people jumping off out of the house, and they can spot the team over to the right-hand side, rotate in as well. 10 kills on the board here. Top 4 situation. If they win this game, they win it all. The first ever World's ALCATRAZ tournament winners since I won it over half a decade ago. Nobody's moved just yet. The zone's about to push in, though, and it looks like Flex and the African team are going to be pushed out first. They haven't spotted, and the mixed region team is right in front of them. It looks like Slayer's going to go up and decide to go back down again. Jeff is going to take the elimination down on that player. Everyone's coming out, and like I said, the best position in the zone was the OP roster. All 4 of their players still alive, and that's going to be all she wrote, ladies and gentlemen. They can't do anything about it. All 4 of them are gunning them down like nobody's business. Ladies and gentlemen, OP Eternity Zenith are your Alcatraz Worlds winners. Unbelievable performance from the GOATs in Middle East and Europe. Not only did they win, they won in dominant fashion, winning 3 out of the 7 games and having a 63 kill win, which is the highest amount of kills that we've ever seen from any roster in the history of our $10,000 tournaments. So congratulations to the Middle East and European region. Hey guys, I'm from that region, by the way. I'm taking all credit for this. Let's go! Congratulations to the Middle East and Europe. They clutched up when it mattered most. It was getting a little bit ropey there towards the end because they died early in one of those games, but they clutched up in that final game by playing passive exactly as I expected them to. No matter what happened inside of those games, it always seemed like Slayer got them out of those tough situations by staying alive. There were so many situations where he was last alive and everyone else was dead. But that is absolutely conclusive proof that they are the winners of the tournament. Can everyone leave a follow and a subscribe to me and all of the watch parties and the participants for another amazing $10,000 tournament, ladies and gentlemen. Also, I think we need to let these players use whatever they want. And because of that, I'm announcing that the next tournament is going to be a squads, including isolated and blackout, where nothing is banned. That means that players can use SMRS, tanks, jackals, the medic class ability if they want to stay outside of zone. They can use anything they want in the next squads tournament, featuring both of those big maps, ladies and gentlemen. You'll hear more about that soon. It will take place in November, chat. The next tournament will be in November. It has been an absolute pleasure, broski. What a great Alcatraz tournament. Finally, for the first time in 5 years, we have a new Alcatraz world champion, being Team OP Eternity Zenith. What a mouthful of a name. Golly gosh, you need to make that name shorter. Can we just call them Team OP? Because that's what they are. They're overpowered, chat. But yes, next tournament will be in November. Winter will be back with his Jackal. Don't worry, Winter. I know you're watch partying, bro. I know you're watch partying, bro. Congratulations. The Jackal's making a comeback. The tank, for the first time ever, is making a comeback. We've never seen the tank. The SMRS is coming back, so I'm sure Holy Father will be happy about that. And Medic is coming back as well, so I'm sure Slayer will be happy about that because we've seen him do that in the first couple of tournaments that we ever did. But we've been playing with rules for a long time. I thought, you know what? Let's do a refresh. Let's let them use anything and just see what happens. So squads in November, $10,000 on the line as per usual, 100-player lobbies. All of the watch parties will be able to play in it instead of only watch partying this time. It's gonna be a banger, chat. As for now, I'm gonna go ahead and put on the screen the final results for the tournament, my broskinis. As you can see, there you are on the main broadcast. First place, of course. I mean, could it have been anyone else? Could it really have been anyone else, chat? I personally don't think so. They had a really dominant performance, 65 kills, or 63 kills, sorry, in one singular game. There you go, TikTok. You have it on your vertical TikTok screen as well. And you know what? Matter of fact, let me just put it on the vertical YouTube stream also so that everyone can see it one final time, where everyone placed inside of the $10,000 Alcatraz Worlds Tournament. It's the first one we've had in over 5 years. Not only did they win in dominant fashion, they won on high MS. 269 points. So close to 6-7. 214 from Four Kings Main. A very good game and performance from them as well. Definitely really good from them. 206 from Team Aura, as well as 178 from Team Mixed Region. Ackman's team finishing in there at 5th place. Last team in the money, getting $500 with 161 total points. Then we go down to team batting. That was TSG. A disappointing performance from them. Disappointing performance from Looters. Disappointing performance from Goats. Disappointing performance from Avengers. And you know what? I'll give Holy Father a pass because he's doing his Holy Dog tournament. I'll give him a pass for that. Thanks for the Galaxy Child Legend. I appreciate it, man. And anyone else who donated to me, I'll call out your names really quick. Appreciate you, Capitan, Luz, UDPX, Tinkerbell, Marin, Valak, and Yana. All of the top gifters of the stream, at least over on TikTok. I appreciate you guys. Anyone that became a member, appreciate you too. Make sure to follow and subscribe. We're going to be doing more of these tournaments. The next one is in November. It's an isolated and blackout tournament with nothing banned. The only thing that will be banned is that you cannot team up. You cannot team up with anyone else. Either way, chat, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Enjoy that weekend. Make sure to do something that will help you with your life, whether it be financially, mentally, or physically. You already know Broski's going to the gym every single damn day. It's been a pleasure, chat. I love you all. Live your life with purpose, and bye!